We only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually. The moon, Mars.
10 motherfuckers sitting in my stream not saying shit about the sound not working. Y'all motherfuckers, bro. Lame as hell, bro. Like, what the hell? Goofy ass motherfuckers just want to lurk in my shit. Sitting over there just watching the screen, shit ain't even saying shit.
It was all recorded on these telemetry tapes.
I know y'all seen dude get hung up on that motherfucking cord when I rewound that shit.
Seen anything that indicates the telemetry data is...
You need no audio for that shit.
Even if we had it, we don't have the machines to play it back.
But
do what?
Your own research has shown the telemetry data is missing.
That's right.
He said what?
Could this be true? Mankind's first interplanetary exploration and the original science data is missing?
Wait. You said what now? I know they ain't just say what I thought they just said. Wait.
Yeah, on Space Station are definitely helping us with our goals of going beyond low Earth orbit. Our goals of going beyond low Earth orbit.
Hey, look, come in my stream and show some respect before you get dismissed. All right. That's your first and last warning. I got time today, cuz. Hey, cheers, drunk. Maybe them lip readers. I guess so, shit. Hey, I know these some bitches didn't say what I just thought they said, though. Oh, shut the fuck up, prick. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's what it is? Oh, alright. I guess you told me, huh? You told me. Have a good night. Alright, now look, I know dude ain't just say what I thought he said.
And prove the systems required for exploration beyond low Earth orbit.
I thought we figured out that when we went to the moon.
It was all recorded on these telemetry tapes. So where is this hard evidence?
I haven't seen anything that indicates the telemetry data is even in existence, and as I said, even if we had it, we don't have the machines to play it back.
But you
hold on, wait. Did you just hear what this son of a bitch just said? Or do I need to rewind it again? This nigga just said he doesn't believe that the telemetry data exists still. And even if it did, they don't even have the machines to play it back on. Come on, bro. Hold up, bro. What type of shit is this? Hold on, bro. Hold up, bro.
Going beyond low Earth orbit. Our goals of going beyond low Earth orbit.
A set of crewed flights will test and prove the system.
How they got goals of going beyond lower Earth orbit if they already been to the moon, though? But
it was all recorded on these telemetry tapes. So where is this hard evidence?
I haven't seen anything that indicates the telemetry data is even in existence, and as I said, even if we had it, we don't have the machines to play it back.
But your own research has shown the telemetry data is missing.
That's right.
Why they didn't show who that
Could
was?
This be true?
I've seen the video showing that was some NASA dude, but I don't know why they didn't show it on this video.
Is missing?
It's missing.
If it's anywhere, it should be here at NASA's Goddard Space Center in Maryland, home to the National Space Science Data Archives.
This film you're making now, what is it?
This is a film trying to prove that Apollo 11 happened.
Does it have a name? I mean, do you have a name for it yet, or
You're calling it Did We Go?
Did We Go? Okay.
Doesn't have it either. The Smithsonian doesn't have it. Johnson doesn't have it.
Right. We've been unable to track it down. I mean, we don't know where this telemetry data ended up, and we don't know what path it may have taken. So, unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't really give you much of a clue as to where this data ended up and whether it still exists or not.
Really? So maybe we didn't go to the moon and they faked zero gravity with wire harness. At least planets are real, I hope.
Let's look at the supposed 2 images provided from NASA of Jupiter. Here's the problem again, 2016, 2014. What's the difference here? Well, the difference is they added the supposed auroras on the north. This is nothing but a Christmas tree. Give me a break, take a look here. I mean, all the clouds are in the same exact position. Just 2016 image is a bit, I would say darker, it's a bit lighter in 2014. Here's a side by side. People can't see what's taking place here with NASA. Nothing more than fakery. I mean, give me a break. This is a complete insult. You have a brain in your head.
They don't use their brains. Do you live on a stationary ball? Hey, look. Hey, y'all, you think that's a real picture of the Earth, don't you? That's Photoshop. You thought that was real. You thought that was a real picture.
So I keep digging a little bit deeper, and I finally get underneath this cloud cover here, and a few images pop up. Nice, images. What are they? Oh, this we got, which I'm sure looks
Four
familiar,
planets
right?
proven to be
like
gas giants and non-solid material.
So I'm just kind of creeping around here, and definitely noticing the same kind of undulation changes, and same kind of rock, same kind of dirt. The only thing that's missing is that nice little red tint that they pay somebody $150,000 a year to put on there.
Yeah, it's round, not flat. Oh yeah.
Number is this? Okay, that looks like a NASA system.
All right, let's look up some videos.
Well, let's dig a little further because I can't really see anything on here, and certainly looks like a NASA symbol.
Wait, what's it?
And I can't read that. Try. Camera setup, tents, ATVs, food.
Oh, look, Mars footage. Oh wait, damn, I ain't paying attention.
Antenna setup.
Look where they created the Mars footage on your ass.
Greenland. Another ATV. A left wing. A leveler equipment. So I'll keep kind of going through here and see if it. What the?
Oh damn, it's the Mars rover. This motherfucker you just seen him panning around on this photo.
I think I found out where Mars is, guys. It's just about 1,000 miles north of me. Not quite the distance that NASA says. I can't find anybody who charges. They must be hiding behind these rocks. Oh no, there they are. Lovely. Cloud number 1, cloud number 2, cloud number 3.
Hey, look.
These things just driving around taking pictures.
You're going too hard in my shit. I got to hide you. You're going too hard around this motherfucker. You're doing too much typing. You're doing too much proving against my point. Hey, look at this. Hold up. They got the crying and laughing emoji up on this shit. Look at this shit. NASA's official Earth image from 2012. NASA's official Earth image from 2013. Now, the balls are the same size. Is this Florida? Well, damn, fuck it. What's up with this? Which one of these pictures is real? Like, which one of these pictures did they really take from outer space and take this photo? Yeah, it went back to normal. Oh wait, let's go back. What was this right here? So planets are fake. I'm 100% fine. Spinning ball. Okay. Okay, let's see. How big is America? Okay, yeah, look at this. 2007, 2012. Yes, I am. 420. Yes, I am. Now listen. Look at the United States over here. And the United States over here. And South America down here. Damn. Versus. What? Thanks, man. What's up with this, man? Which one of these is the real photo of the Earth? Can somebody tell me, all you round earthers? Somebody. Let's move on. Why is the land masses getting bigger? 2007 was the real one. 2012 was the fake. Oh, okay. Well, what about this one? 2012 and 2013. They went back to normal. I ain't go back to normal, bro. Oh, I think they're being funny right here. How is this like this? If the Earth is round, what are they comparing fake photo? What's going on here? Are these not? None of them are real. No. These are. Wait. This says NASA's official Earth image from 2012 and 2013. I think NASA's released about 8 photos of the Earth, images of the Earth. What it said, 2003, 2007, 2012, 2013. It's like they don't do it every year. You forgot your backpack. It's all right. I got paper and pencil here. You let overseas bitch speak facts on you, homo bitch. Shut the fuck up. You let overseas bitch speak facts on you, homo bitch. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Look at whole ass nigga at. Type something else so I can dismiss your ass. I'll catch you next time. It's up, fuck nigga. Alright. But like I was saying, image on left is zoomed. Well, how if the balls are the same, if the circles are the same though? Hey, let me show you how stupid you are. You thought that you could still just, because you delete your message, that you was finna be, nigga, 2.0, get your fuck ass up out of here, nigga. You thought you was slick, nigga. You thought you was smarter than me, didn't you? It's up, fuck, nigga. You heard what I said. Now go get on another name, nigga. Come back in and try it again. See if it worked next time you try and delete it, motherfucker. Your goofy ass from around here, bitch. Now look. Who took such bad pictures? They look fake.
Simmons' job is...
It's primarily taking data and making pictures out of it?
That's what this is. A composite of data sets from several different instruments translated into a picture.
Oh, so it ain't just a... So the pics of Earth...
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
Then?
There was another layer to sort of simulate the atmosphere.
And then there's this little bright spot.
It's called the specular highlight.
Why are they
so
not
it's
showing...
the reflection of sunlight off of water.
See, I don't like when they... See that dude right there?
There was another layer to sort of...
I don't like when they don't show... When they don't show who the person is or give them their little credential or whatnot.
It is photoshopped, but it...
See that? It's somebody that is Photoshop, but it has to be. This dude right here, this is like some NASA scientist or some shit that work for NASA. But why they not having his name and saying what his title is? You see? So that these goofies can go and look it up and confirm that he is a NASA scientist and that he did say this shit. But just because it's not on this video, it's on others. This dude and who he is and what he said. What did he say again?
It's has to be.
Then?
There was another layer to sort of simulate that. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
That's every last photo of the Earth you ever seen was photoshopped.
And then there's this little bright spot.
It's called the specular.
Every last photo you ever seen. This right here is fake.
But you can't just slap them all together.
Just didn't look realistic. It looks kind of flat, looks kind of flat, looks kind of flat, or the clouds are sort of too see-through. So I just hit Command-Z a lot.
There's artistry to creating the world.
In reading too much, but
look at her hair though.
Out of that, and I enjoy reading now. And I played a lot of sports.
That's how your hair do when you in outer space, is stand up like your ass stuck your finger in a damn electrical socket and shit. Oh, alright.
Across the United States from where we're talking to you right now. Across the United States from where we're talking to you right now.
Oh wow.
And let's enlist the help of a friend. Patsy. You might know her.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't figure out by now, I'm going to be the first man to actually tell you this, that teleportation is officially real. We are live in the ISS, and let's go back and relook at that clip again. You see, now watch.
Teleportation! Star Trek, motherfucker!
Wait. See, this, ladies and gentlemen,
real Star Trek shit.
That this is only done through the usage of
green screen technology. Goofy.
This is chroma key technology. This is green screen or blue screen technology. That's what is being utilized
green, blue,
here.
whichever one.
This is simply virtual reality that is actually being fed to you, and you're taking this virtual reality, making it
real reality.
When in fact, all this is simply just virtual CGI, computer-generated images. So you decide for yourself. If we have the technology to build the space station and have people go and live in the space station for months and months at a time, and they are there constantly reporting back to Earth the things that they are finding there, then the question is, why go through all this trouble as far as faking the space station itself? Why go through the trouble of faking these people in space who are supposed to be the astronauts who are in space and have their arms disappear from the screen just like that? Why have that? Why go through all that trouble?
So this video is an astronaut explaining the mission. It's not like practice footage or anything. Watch closely.
Dan sat in the pilot seat during this operation, sort of monitoring the motion of the vehicle, making sure that it was steady and that there were very few vibrations of any sort.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What was that over here? Come on, bruh. Bring that back, bruh.
Did you see it in the background? There was a guy in the background, man.
That was a whole nigga face popped up.
You can't deny that that's someone in the background.
And get your ass out the shot.
Yeah, watch it again. Watch it closely. I looked up
nigga.
Tried to look up the size of this rocket. I found this picture. You can
nigga all in the shot. Nigga photobombing and shit.
That rocket is in space, and if there's a guy
this rocket was supposed to be in space when that happened too.
That means that there are like giants, big giants floating around.
Oh shit, good.
NASA.
Hell nah.
That's probably why they don't want to go back to the moon and why they hide so much stuff. Space is full of giants.
Velocity 2,900 feet per second, altitude 9 nautical miles. Down
video proof no one has been to space.
This is not
Challenger crew.
This is not something that is planned, of course.
1986.
I can see
look, the day before my birthday. The day before my birthday, 1986. I was 5 years old.
See the shuttle itself.
In 1986, the shuttle Challenger exploded about 74 seconds after takeoff, killing all 7 astronauts.
Killing all these folk.
Or did it? It turns out that 6 of the 7 are still alive and kicking today. Edison Onizuka claims to be his identical twin brother, Claude. Yeah, I've got an identical twin brother, Claude, too. The Challenger pilot, Mickey Smith, hasn't even bothered changing his name. He's now Professor Michael J. Smith of University of Wisconsin.
Hey look, say this nigga ain't even changed his name. You can't even see this, but it's showing his name.
Was a bit of a sneaky one. She was the Challenger
nigga
specialist, quite famous for being a teacher. It turns out during her astronaut days she was using her middle name, Krista, and now she goes by her first name, Sharon.
Sharon C.
She's a Syracuse law professor.
Sharon K. or whatever the fuck.
The Challenger commander, Francis Richard Scobie, is now Dick Scobie.
Now look.
Sounds like a rather unpleasant
Dick
disease.
Scobie, look.
CEO.
You know his funny looking ass. That's him.
Judith Resnick, the Challenger mission specialist.
Regular people saying shit in the orbit all the time. Oh, do they? Oh, okay. They do? Oh, alright. And we've been to the moon.
Ronald McNair, another Challenger mission specialist, claims to be his identical twin brother.
Random, what'd you say? Regular people send shit into orbit all the time. Yeah, lower Earth orbit. See, you need to know what you're talking about. Sure they do. Lower Earth orbit they do. Look at the dude right here. Looking sweet as hell. How you know it's the same nigga. He got the same pose. And this nigga claimed that he his twin brother too. Both of these niggas claim they twin brother. This nigga didn't even change his name. This nigga ain't changed his name. Hey look, regular people send shit into orbit all the time. Yeah, and these folks right here all supposed to have died on the motherfucking Challenger mission in 1986 too. But they still alive. But I'm sure you round earthers probably say I'm just making this up or don't believe nothing on YouTube. That's what the last nigga just told me. This all is a lie. Don't believe shit you seen on YouTube. YouTube don't have nothing but lies. This is dumb as fuck. This is dumb. This is dumb. The Challenger mission rocket ship blew up with 7 astronauts on board, and they all were supposed to be dead. And now here you go, somebody showing you their photos 30 years later and shit, talking about they ain't dead and shit. And this is dumb to you. Okay, let me get you up out of here so you can go find something that's, you know what I'm saying, intriguing or something that interests you. Right? Yeah, I know. That's why I'm gonna just get you going on about your business. You know what I'm saying? So you can go find something that's more interesting and something that's not dumb. You know what I'm saying? Go do that. Smokey, respect. But why are you making yourself a target? Making myself a target? If I have to make myself a target to expose the truth, hey, fuck it. I'm willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to make myself a target to bring the truth out. Happy holidays, everyone. From Richmond, California, Bay Area. That's what's up. Happy holidays, Hope of Jay-Z. Thanks for that. Appreciate you sliding through it. Idiot. Oh yeah, hey, check it out. I just bought this t-shirt right off eBay. I think I paid like 20 bucks or something for it. It says, hold on, what does it say? It says, do you really believe this piece of junk made it to the moon in 1969? Research flat earth. Hey man, go look at this bullshit they claim made it to the moon, man. Straight garbage. Just straight trash. This shit flimsy as fuck. This shit pure trash. Hell no. Y'all believing this shit. Y'all really believing this shit. Alright, let me see. Guy's a teacher, can't be that much of an idiot. Right. Thanks, John. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna actually funny, not one flatter has ever done more than show the same pics of the astronauts. You need to watch more flatters, Admiral Crunch. You must not been doing too much watching flatters. Watch more flatters, and there you'll get more information. But I'm gonna after this I'm gonna play some videos about people bringing that telescope out and pulling stuff into view that they shouldn't normally be able to see. Sure, it's okay to call me nigger. Just do it from afar though. Just do it from afar, not around here. You know what I'm saying? You can call me nigger all you want. But just do it outside. You know what I'm saying? And then while I kick you in your ass and send you on out the way. You know what I mean? Do it out there. Do it out there where I can't hear you. Circle or flat, what does it matter? Well, what does it matter is, I mean, you can answer that. You could answer that question yourself. Everybody asks that question. They pose that question like it doesn't matter to them. Like they don't give a damn either way it goes. It's like if you like today, if you did find out for sure that the Earth was flat today, and that NASA lied, and that your government lied to you about it all this time and everything, and they lying to everyone, that it wouldn't matter to you not one bit. You just go on living your life and just not even skip a beat. It wouldn't make you none at all. Is that what you telling me? 420? I know that ain't what you saying. What are to gain? What's to gain if it's flat and say it's round, vice versa? There's not a chance in the hell that the Earth is flat. Oh, really? But anything is possible. Is that not a contradiction? Is anything possible? Or is that a lie? Like you saying that there's no chance in hell that the Earth is flat. If the Earth is flat and I'm lying, are they lying too that anything is possible? That's not a lie. That's not a lie. That's the truth. Anything is possible is the truth. But at the same time, there's no chance in hell that the Earth is flat. Oh, okay, I get you. That makes a lot of sense. You should check out David Wilcox's channel, Smoking. And anything is not possible. No. Oh, anything ain't possible? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Oh, okay, you got it. I'm asking you, what the hell does it matter, flat or round? Well, what it matters to me might not be what it matters to you. CERN and Mandela effects related. No doubt, Ronnie. Yeah, we can get into some of that. We can get into some CERN and Mandela effect. I want to actually get into some videos pulling out this telescope, though, with these folks pulling these telescopes out. And so what I'm seeing is that what I've been finding from what I've been researching is that why it's been so hard to pull the telescope out and see some shit or whatever, because of the atmosphere, because of the distance and the atmosphere making that shit blurry for the regular telescope to just see that far. So they had to use like these infrared lenses or some type shit to make the quality, to make it clearer to see, because you watch some videos on YouTube. Earth is flat. Ron Sushi, he watched the videos. Earth is round. Every planet is round but Earth. LOL. Oh, it is? Man, y'all got a lot going on, man. I can't be addressing all this at one moment, one time, man. Hold up. Let's finish this first. Yeah. The globe backed up by nothing except all science throughout all human history. Oh, man. People believed the Earth was flat for many years before they believed it was round, right? I believe they said people only been believing that the Earth is round for 500 years. So that means they was believing it was flat for hell is longer than they thought it was round, right? I thought they said they taught us that people thought the Earth was flat. Motherfuckers was falling off the edge of the Earth. They thought they seen the boat falling off the edge of the Earth. That's why they thought it was flat. Listen to this. I'm about to. Hey, you say one more stupid thing, I'm finna dismiss you. Ain't that 100% of flat earthers are not scientists. That is fact with big capital. Matter of fact, you don't even need to type nothing else. Just let me get you out of here. You just too dumb to be in here. Gotta get you gone. You know what I'm saying? When y'all start typing the most dumbest shit that you could actually say, you know what I mean? just spewing bullshit, you got to go after that. You know what I'm saying? When you start talking like that. Internet came along and suddenly it's flat. Now, I just told you, and I'm pretty sure you were taught in school that people thought the earth was flat before they thought it was round. So why you would say that the internet came along and suddenly it's flat? Then what do you mean? It was flat first. How about you stop letting YouTube fuck up your head? So it would be better if I read books on flat earth? You would be happy then? Would you be satisfied if all my information came from flat earth books? Flat earthers smoke the dank weed. You know that, Arrow. No more UFO videos anymore. Now only flat earth stuff. Who played UFO videos? I never played no UFO videos. Have you seen commercial airplanes stop in mid-flight? Internet is fucking up your head big time, bro. Bang! That's all I hear. Bang! Where's the grass? You hungry? Y'all hungry? Yeah, let me feed you. Hey, what do y'all have to say about this? Let's stick on the topic for right now. What do you have to say about this right here? Michael J. Smith. Michael J. Smith. Look at this dude. Is this not this man right here? Is this not the man that died on the Apollo missions? Let's talk about that. Fuck flat earth. Let's talk about this. Or fuck this. Is that how you feel? Fuck this shit. Is this fake? It's on YouTube. It's got to be fake, right? Fuck whether man been to the moon or not. Is this fake? Nah, this ain't fake. Did NASA lie about these motherfuckers dying in the mission or not, man? It's the internet. I'm inclined to block you for that. I'm going to need a better response next time I read your comment. I'm expecting it to say something more intelligent pertaining to the question I just asked you. Otherwise, it might be that time. You know what I'm saying? If Earth is flat, where do mole men in center of Earth live? Mole men in center of Earth? Hey, but look, this is the thing. Everything that works on round Earth works on flat Earth. This is what y'all y'all don't seem to be able to grasp, right? You have to understand everything that we see and how they explain it working on a globe. It's clearly, if I'm telling you that the Earth is flat, that means there's an explanation for everything that we see and how this shit works, right? So when people ask me questions like, well, how can you explain the shadows then? If the Earth was flat and the sun was just shining, it would light the whole Earth up at one time. Everything would have sunlight. And it's like, no. How about you go look at a flat Earth model that explains how the sun and moon works on flat Earth instead of you just trying to make up some shit in your mind of how flat Earth works? Because that's what most people saying that they'd rather do. They'd rather try and create how flat Earth works in their head or what they think it might look like and then disprove it by saying, like what I just said, the sun is going to light up all of the lands if the shit was flat. Stop that, man. You got to stop doing that. Just go educate yourself. That's all. Just go educate yourself. Any question that you have on how, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just type that shit along with flat Earth, and it'll pull it up for you. That's the beauty of the internet. Listen, y'all hate the internet, but y'all love the internet. There's no reason to be ignorant to nothing in today's times. If you don't know something, it's because you're too lazy to go find out the answer to it. Because y'all all got a smartphone. Y'all all got PlayStations, laptops, tablets, everything. All the tools to get the answers to any fucking question you have. Yet you still running around this bitch asking niggas questions. What's wrong with you? You ever thought about that? What's wrong with you? I love the internet. I love technology. It's pros and cons to everything, true story. But I love the pros that come along with it. Any question I ever have, I just pull my phone out and type that shit up. I don't even be hitting the little mic icon. Look, they got it so hooked up so y'all so lazy, you can just touch the little microphone thing and just start talking. Hell, my wife phone, she don't even gotta hit nothing. She just be like, hey Siri, and start asking it questions. It's so easy, it's so simple. Y'all love the materialistic shit. I know y'all got them iPhones. Why you ain't just asking Siri every fucking thing? So you just not ignorant to a damn thing. I see you, bro. What's good, G? Long time no see, man. Hope all is well, man. I ain't seen you streaming a long ass time. But yeah, man. So, happy holidays to everyone, by the way. What was I saying? Hold on, let me read the comments. There ain't no flat earth, LOL. A guy on PS4 says earth is flat. I'm convinced. Right, because you're dumb. Instead of going and proving it for yourself and educating yourself on the topic and therefore making a decision. I talked about this last time. I talked about how lame y'all are for making a decision based on anything before you've seen both sides of the story. Because you know not to do that. Hey man, where all my smokers at, man? Hey, whoever that is just sent that friend request, you gotta make yourself known or something. I see you, bro. No doubt, my brother. You already know. Yes, sir. I'm gonna do that. Hey, whoever sent that friend request, you gotta let me know who you are. You can't just be sending like friends requests and I don't know what it is. I don't just be accepting anybody like that. Your troll ass, one of my trolls in here trying to add me and shit. Get out of here. Look, now, you know in your life, with anything that goes on in your life, that you don't make a decision about nothing unless you see both sides, right? You gotta hear both sides of the story. So why are you just choosing one side with this shit and you ain't heard the other side of the story? You know that's not right. Stars are not suns. Says who? You did that? You looked at both sides? Okay. Okay, Elysium. You did? And what was your findings? Would you want me to open a party chat so you can come and talk about it? So you ain't got to type it? You can come and say it. You would? Alright, well first let me ask you a couple of questions. So you said you looked at both sides. So give me a rough estimate of how many hours of flat earth research you've done. Oh yeah? Well, how many hours of flat earth research have you done? If you've looked at both sides. Just a rough estimate. It's a guesstimate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, where we at, man? I'm here listening. I only look at the silly side. I don't need to go to Australia because some people on the internet say it's fake. I don't need to research the queen because some people on the internet says she's a lizard alien. All them paragraphs and all that right there, all these long sentences, how many hours of flat earth research have you done? The sun and moon ain't what you think they are. They're not. You talking to me? Where's the evidence it's flat? Alright, I'm finna bring it up. I'm finna bring you something, Aaron. Ellipsium is a dipshit. I'm seeing that now, Tom. Flat Earth challenge. Chill, Flat Earth challenge. Man, get out my motherfucking stream, man. See, every time I'm entertaining y'all and trying to give you motherfuckers a real shake. You know what I'm saying? A real chance. Because I honestly want to talk to somebody who actually did some research. Where's all the people who actually did? Nobody's done no research. Am I the only person that's done some research around this motherfucker? Or it seems like all the other people who've actually done some research found that the shit was flat too. You sound like a smart brother. Don't stop till the planet rocks. You'll never say the globe head sheep or it's a waste. I know, Chris. I ain't trying to save them though. I'm just putting the information out there. You know what I'm saying? I just like putting this information out there. But you're right. Ain't no need of me trying to. As a matter of fact, I'm finna stop arguing with these motherfuckers and just play the content. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. But sometimes I get caught up in here arguing back and forth with these shields and trolls and shit. You know what I'm saying? When I could just be playing the video and doing my thing. Water finds its level. That's right. Water finds its level in every vessel, in every situation where you put the water at, it finds its level. It flattens out. Every time. I'm doing a documentary on flat earth belief. Are you Space Stig? Let me subscribe to your channel. Oh yeah. I see you, Space Stig. Flat Earth Conference debunked, huh? Flat Earth. Flat out hero, here's your solution. I see you got this I see you got the Tesla Starman shit up on your you like that video. Hey, did you see that Tesla Starman video when they did that little glitch? Me and my wife was watching that video when they did that little glitch and showed that that car was inside that studio. Y'all know what I'm talking about? So y'all know they said they sent this car up into space, right? I swear to God, me and my wife was watching the fucking live footage, right? And then the shit did like a quick flash. And I don't think it was by mistake. I think they did that shit on purpose. But it did like a quick little glitch flash and the camera blanked out and like the green screen shit blacked out. And it showed that car up inside the same motherfucking place where it was sitting at before they launched that motherfucker. And then it clicked back into the green screen, and then it had it right back out there in outer space again. Did you see that shit? Go look that shit up on YouTube. Tesla car fake or whatever. Yeah, space is definitely fake. The equator is made up, dog. Nah, the equator ain't made up. It's still an equator. There's still an equator on flat Earth. It's halfway between the North Pole and the, you know what I'm saying, Antarctic ring, the South Pole, you know what I'm saying, the ring. Halfway between them still would be an equator. Solar eclipse is just a thin black line across the sun. Why is it, I missed that, higher than 27 miles in a plane? If it's on YouTube, it must be true. Right, y'all gotta either go far to one side or far to the other, right? It's either all true or all fake. It can't be a mixture of both on this shit. Musk is a moron, for sure. The car was in the fairing. Then the fairing was ejected. The car was in the fairing, then the fairing was ejected. Nah, once they ejected that shit and that car was up in space and that motherfucker was supposed to have been floating out there in the outer space, that shit glitched up and showed that that car was still sitting in the motherfucking fairing that you talking about. Fuck all the dumb shit. We watched it with our own eyes. As a matter of fact, I was like, holy shit, did you just see that bitch? She was like, yeah. I was like, hold on. I went to go get a screen record app with some shit. I was like, I'm finna try and record this shit. Because I know I saw that shit. I started rewinding the motherfucking shit. Ain't know my ass, motherfucker. I ain't asking you no question. I'm telling your ass. There's a dome, Ronnie. Yeah, there's definitely a dome. Hey, look. All right, let me get into that. Let me get up off this shit, man. I need to find this other shit. Let's get into this. Alright, so what I'm finding is it's called evidence, and I'm trying as hard as I can to be balanced. You're making this impossible, guys. And I'm not making shit impossible. I told you what I saw with my own eyes. I'm not asking you anything. I'm telling you what me and my wife saw with our own eyes. And then I went and looked it up to see if anybody else actually saw that shit. And it's 1,000 videos on YouTube where motherfuckers done caught that shit. Recorded it or whatever and reposted it up on that shit so you can go look at it for yourself. Get the fuck out of my face, okay? Nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that typing. Fuck all that big paragraph. I'm not reading none of that shit. I said what I said. And I'm not, this ain't a discussion. What I'm telling you about that car shit ain't up for discussion. I'm telling you straight up what it is. It looks so fake. That's how you know it's real. Right. Yeah. Bullshit. It looks so fake. That's how you know it's real. Ball Earth is an assumption. Yeah, these folk can't prove the Earth is round without NASA, man. Prove the Earth is round without NASA. We'll wait. But anyway, what I was going to say was, in the creation story, right, in the Bible, right? Nah, I don't want to be interviewed. In the Bible story, right? It said in Genesis, from what I'm finding is, before God started creating anything, he moved upon the waters, is what it said. It said that God moved upon the waters and supposedly, apparently, divided the waters from the waters. And I'm not even a real big Bible thumper, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a Christian. I'm just saying, this is the mainstream belief. A lot of people are Christians, so I'm just saying, if you're a Christian, here you go. So, hell, I should bring it up. Should I pull the video up on it instead of just talking about it? I never knew that. I was a Christian for 30 years and never knew none of this. So was my wife. We talked about this. We won't be knowing about all this shit we talking about in the Bible. We ain't never read it. And 9 out of 10 Christians ain't never read the whole Bible. Anyway, said that God divided the waters, you know what I'm saying, from the waters, and made the firmament and all that. I'm kind of believing it though. I'm kind of starting to believe this a little bit though. I'm at least believing it's flat. You know what I mean? And then, like, when you look at the sky in the daytime, it's blue, you know what I mean? Like the water. And even at night, I'm realizing now that there's not a black sky, that's a dark blue sky, like the ocean, like the water. Like water at night. The sky look like water at night. When the moon hitting it, that shit dark as fuck. You ever been in the beach at nighttime looking out on the water? That shit dark as a motherfucker. It look black. Just like the sky look. It's water outside. It's water outside the dome. What are these comments talking about? We were created to worship him. You're psychotic. Try going to south side of the North Pole. You can't. Motherfucker, the earth is flat as a motherfucker. Check the fucking Bible. Yeah, Bible does support flat Earth, and it's funny because I talked to some Christians, you know, that don't believe the Earth is flat. They think the Earth is round. But it's funny because now I got these videos from these Christians that make YouTube videos. So I'm like, yeah, I got some shit for you, because it's easier, you know what I'm saying, for a Christian that's making YouTube, flat Earth YouTube videos or whatnot, to get the information over to another Christian. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, here you go. But man, look, I wanted to play some of these videos with these folk pulling out these telescopes and pulling shit into view from distances that they should not be able to be pulling shit into view from. Is that not a flat Earth evidence? Like that one video I had. Hold up, let me see. Wait. Oh, this one.
If you're moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's symptoms are holding you back, and your current treatment hasn't worked well.
Oh, what do you say? 200 countries. 200 fallen Nephilim descendants run this flat plane. They're about secret evil brothers set on doom and evil. My quest is to be the first man to fall off the flat Earth. Good luck with that. Dirk's trying to push you right off the edge. Hey, look at this.
If Earth were round and had the exact dimensions that we were given, there are certain things that we should not be able to see. And I'm about to share some videos and pictures with you guys that I have collected. These are not my own. I am sharing these with you. These are from people that are far better with cameras and infrared filters and all of that.
120 miles away.
But this first one is by J. Tolan Media One, and it's 120 miles away. And if you look at this picture with a regular camera, you won't see this far. And the horizon would be a false horizon. There are things that you cannot see with your own eyes or really good zoom cameras because of atmosphere. And these infrared filters that we're learning to use are starting to cut through the haze and show us that there are things we shouldn't be seeing, like this mountain here. This mountain, which is 120 miles away, should be hidden behind 7,351 feet of curve. That's
for all you dummies out there, are you following along with what he just said? That because of the curvature of the earth, right? Once something is on this side of the horizon, once you get far away, then it's going to be over here. It's going to be behind, up under the horizon, 7,351 feet. You know, of missing curve. That shit is supposed to be hidden. You're not supposed to be seeing this shit.
quite a lot of curve that's missing here. And I know 120 miles, you can be skeptical of this, but if you look at it with the globe...
He said that's the equivalent of 5 Empire State Buildings.
Not to scale, but you can see...
Alright, here you go, right here, look. Not to scale, but this is just a depiction. Observation point. Oh, wait. Yeah, observation point over here. You see the curve of the motherfucking globe. 120 miles away. Oh, what? 117 miles away. He said you're supposed to be able to see the barely tip of the peak of this motherfucking mountain over this damn point right here. Right? Anything up under, anything in this yellow, you ain't supposed to be seeing. Fuck is wrong with you? Prove it. No, you prove it to yourself, motherfucker. That's the whole point. This ain't nothing but to open and spark the fucking light bulb go off in your fucking head. Now you go do your due diligence. Ain't nobody into proving shit to y'all motherfuckers. I done said that and I'm gonna say it again. Can't nobody prove a motherfucking thing to none of y'all. You gotta prove it to yourself. or disprove it. Ain't nobody motherfucking got time to prove shit to your lazy ass, motherfucker. Y'all all want the easy way out. No, you tell me gas. No, you show me gas. Nah, if gas don't show you, you just ain't gonna know nothing about the shit. You just gonna say fuck it and go keep on playing fucking Fortnite, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Do some research. Now, if your curve and everything is like you said it is on this earth, you should not see nothing in this yellow. Right? It should be hidden. Nah. Prove it to yourself while you watching YouTube videos, motherfucker. Research on YouTube, motherfucker. Yeah, research on YouTube. Shit. Research everywhere. Research don't stop. You don't just take one source to research shit. What do you think you think you doing real research if you just go to the library and read books? You think you did something? You think you a scientist now, huh? You think you a real researcher now if you just go up in there and read all the books, huh? Nah, you ain't no different from a motherfucker who watch all the videos on YouTube. Fuck a book, motherfucker. Who told you books got all truthful information in them? You're dumb. You're dumb as fuck. But anyway, like we were saying, you ain't supposed to see none of this shit in this yellow, according to y'all globe theory. Right? According to your ball. But they seeing shit though.
You would be looking just above the tip of this mountain. And so, doesn't seem quite groundbreaking.
That's right. YouTube degrees, YouTube professors. That's right. That's right.
Yet, but trust me, these distances are going to get further, and we're using globe math here. And again, on the flat Earth model, here's what you
see. But you know what? You ain't got it. Fuck you. Fuck YouTube. Go get you a motherfucking telescope and take your ass over there to hold on, let me tell you where. Go get you a telescope and take your ass over to hold on one second. Damn, I thought I took a screenshot. Oh, nah, I took a screenshot on my PlayStation. I thought it was on my phone. I can't think of the name of the spot, but hold on. Let me see. Where is it? Where is this shit at? Damn, how I find my screenshots on this shit? Alright. Oh, damn, I can't even find it. Fuck. Oh well. I'll just pull it up. Alright, I'll just pull it up. Hold up.
would see, and this is what we actually see in reality. So it's fairly accurate if Earth is
yeah, if Earth is flat. That's what you're seeing. You don't see what you're supposed to see on that globe. That shit was supposed to be hidden. This motherfucker see this whole motherfucking mountain. Can't find the button on his PlayStation, but he knows the shape of the Earth. Man, get your stupid ass from out of here, bitch. Y'all say the dumbest shit, man. I swear to God, man. can't find the button on it. Bitch, I ain't say I couldn't find the button, you fucking dummy. Stupid motherfucker. So y'all think the moon is a century-long hoax? I don't know about that. I don't believe that. I believe the moon, the moon and the sun are the same size, and the moon is not reflecting no sunlight. The moon is its own light source. The moon puts off everything in our existence is duality, man. Hot, cold. That's exactly what the moon and sun is. Hot, cold, bro. Don B, I see you. What's happening with you? Hey, up, down, left, right, in, out, male, female, hot, cold. That's what the moon and sun, that's what the sun and moon are. I already told y'all that. They already done did the fucking experiment. Here's an experiment you can do for yourself. Do you want me to play it? Here. Here. Look. A simple fucking test you can do yourself.
You're the greatest person I know, and since you love coffee and lattes and cappuccinos, I got you a Keurig K-Cafe brewer. I love you, man. I don't know what to say.
Nah,
I love you. No, I love you. No.
No, we
Hey
never.
guys, so I got a new microphone. Hopefully you like the sound better than the last.
They definitely never landed on the moon. They have never landed on no fucking moon. But check this out.
Thanks to everyone who gave me advice on Twitter, so I didn't have to blind pick a microphone that could have turned out to be
Hey,
terrible.
roll up, man.
By the
Where all
way,
the
if you haven't
smokers
followed
at,
me on
man? Fire
Twitter
that
yet,
shit
then
up,
why
man.
wait to do that? Anyway, a while back when I made a video debunking the flat Earth claims on the solar eclipse, I sort of went on a well-established premise that the moon's light is reflected light from the sun. This is common knowledge, of course, but flat earthers still swarm my comment section trying to deny this fact. They claim
look.
that the moon actually produces its own cooling light.
Yeah,
so
let's look
today
what
I
this
decided
dude
to come
going
tackle
against
this
the
claim.
grain. Let's see what he says.
If you try and shed light upon a sphere, it does not light up the same way the moon lights up. This leads me to believe, and many flat earthers to believe, that the moon itself is a light. Somewhat like the sun, the moon is producing its own light.
It is.
Alright, let's tackle the image you put there. Yes, if you, for example, shined a flashlight at a spherical object, then you could see that a part of the object is obviously more lit up than the
He
rest.
finna try and say
That's
the
because
sun's
scale
so
isn't
much
correct
bigger
with these
than the
models.
moon.
You're trying to use a small enclosed light source
See,
to
look.
represent the sun
Man,
and the
get
moon,
this
which
stupid
obviously won't
motherfucker
give you an
outta here.
accurate visual
No,
on
no,
reality.
he's gotta
There are
go.
two main problems.
He's gotta
First,
go.
the light rays aren't parallel. The source, in this case,
No,
is similar to a light bulb.
I don't want to hear this dumb shit, because he's talking the dumb shit already. He finna say the sun is that much times bigger than the moon, and that's why it's fucking showing up on the whole moon. Fuck you. Stupid. Alright, let's see. Moonlight test. Cool moonlight experiment theory. March 23rd. Let's see. Let's see what this dude came up with.
Hey everybody, Brian here. 3 days ago I released Balls Out Physics episode 4, and I can't thank everyone enough for all of the positive comments and all the thumbs up. I mean,
Everything ain't a
great.
sphere.
It really seems like
I
this-
hate when y'all say that. Everything is not a sphere. Why is everything a sphere but not Earth? Come on. What is a sphere? What is everything that's a sphere that you're talking about? Everything is not a sphere. Everything has Fibonacci sequence in it. That is not a sphere. Do I need to get into the Fibonacci sequence next? Let's see what this dude is talking about.
this movement is starting to gain steam, and by movement I mean just questioning the
You don't know what research is, Dover. You're a kid coming in here trying to tell a scholar what research is. Shut up.
the world we live in, questioning the model of the world we live in. I mean, in my opinion,
You a little boy.
a complete model.
You a
yet,
little
and
boy,
that's what
Dover.
we're all working towards, using empirical data to develop one, if we can, and going from there.
I know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to a little boy, nigga.
Or you haven't watched the video. It's about the thermosphere
You a little-
and
you a
second
little
law of
dude.
thermodynamics, and the basic principle that hot energy, which is really kinetic, hot heat
Nigga.
is really kinetic energy, and heat moves to cold. And in the comments, a couple
Watch
people
a couple
mentioned
videos.
Moonlight, and I'd seen some
And
of
I
this
done
stuff,
watch
and I
all
hadn't
the
really
videos.
spent too much time looking into it, but I've always thought it was very, very interesting. The idea that moonlight is cool.
I done watched
There's videos out there
97% of the
people
videos,
showing with
nigga. I done watched
thermometers
them
or,
all.
any type of temperature measuring device.
And
that
some more shit.
The temperature in direct moonlight, I'm assuming with the full moon, is
Come on,
a few
man. This
degrees
dude doing all the
cooler
talking, man. Come on.
Than temperature in the shade of the moonlight. And a couple people brought this up in the comments, and that's so interesting.
Yeah,
Cool
it's
moonlight,
very interesting.
right? And
very interesting.
But that moonlight is cool, and I think it was Anki or ENKI or Ank1 that was he put.
Right, because if the sunlight was reflecting off of the moon, like they claim, then the light coming off the moon would be warm. Not cool. Hot light reflecting will still be warm, will still be hot.
Posted a comment, or she, I'm not sure, Ank, I'm gonna say Ank, posted a comment under my comment about the crappy video quality. I'm sorry about that,
Man,
everybody.
just get to the good
I'm
part,
learning to
bro.
use
Come
my new
on, man.
P900, which I love, but the comment in the comment, Ank said that you disagree with
Your
me.
mama
Ank
whack,
disagrees with
bitch.
me
Get the
about,
fuck out my stream. How about that? Since I'm so
hot
whack,
always will
motherfucker,
be
beat
cold
it, nigga.
because of the
What you
moonlight.
talking about?
And Ank stated that cold could flood hot.
Mama whack,
That's been in the back of my
motherfucker.
mind.
Fuck
I've been
wrong with
thinking
you,
about
nigga?
that because it does seem like light is coming from the moon, whether it's being reflected by the sun or whether the moon's emitting its own light.
Y'all niggas ain't
So I was
researched
thinking
shit,
about that
nigga.
yesterday.
Coming in here trying to tell me
pulling
some
into
shit.
a parking place. I was on my lunch break and pulled into a parking place.
Niggas ain't
and
researched shit but fucking
I remembered,
Pornhub, nigga.
for
Get the
some
fuck out of
reason,
my face,
Eric
nigga.
Dubay saying that fire is intensified.
And whenever one of you niggas
by
ready to take the
direct
motherfucking
moonlight, that
aptitude
fire
test,
gets
we can
more
do it,
intense
nigga.
in direct moonlight.
Any one of you niggas that think
And,
y'all
I thought
smart.
about that.
Any one of you streaming ass niggas that think y'all smart. Cause I ain't even talking to you little niggas that be in the comment section. Y'all can't stream, y'all can't take the challenge. Any one of you stream niggas that think y'all so smart, nigga, whenever you ready, let me know. We can take this test on stream. You know what I'm saying? We could both take the test on stream and reveal the scores afterwards. Waiting on one of you niggas to step up. Man, come on and show these folk this cold moonlight.
He said that, so that's really interesting. How could we test that? And I'd always thought about how you could do that with campfire. But then it hit me, that actually makes a lot of sense if moonlight is cool. Potential difference. To give you an example of this, my uncle up in New England is an avid cyclist. I mean, he rides all the time. He rides in the middle of winter when it is freezing cold up there, and he was boiling his water and then putting it in his water bottle before he went out. And
you believe moon causes waves in our ocean? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about what causes the waves in the ocean. I don't think they say the moon is responsible for the waves in the ocean. Moon just responsible for the tide. When the tide rises and falls, right? I watched a video talking about what causes waves. I can play it again. Try not to get upset with sheeple. They were spoon-fed by NASA. Be grateful for your awakening. Anger is a product of Satan too. Thank you, my brother. You right. I try not to get upset with these, man, but they be just saying some old fluke ass shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And then they be trying to be so aggressive and trying to be disrespectful, man. You know what I'm saying? So that shit don't be sitting well with a nigga like me, man, because they dumb anyway and I already know it. I don't even want to be even here and happen to call them dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather say like what you saying, you know what I'm saying? It just, man, I just rather just feel sorry for them. But it's hard to feel sorry and not cuss their ass out when they talking that bullshit. They ain't done a lick of research about nothing. You see, you feel me? For real. I'm waiting on the person who did some flat earth research, some real flat earth research, and then come up here and can tell me, you know what I'm saying, that they don't agree after they did some real research. Saying the world is flat is some fucked up dumb shit. Have a good night, man. How the fuck is the moon going to cause tides? I don't have no problem with people coming in here and speaking against flat earth, you know what I'm saying? As long as they being respectful with it. You know what I mean? You can say your point without calling motherfuckers dumb and all that shit. And thinking I ain't finna motherfucking break your goddamn neck in this bitch. Fuck wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Try better next time, nigga. Fix your motherfucking mouth how you talking to me, nigga. Is the rest of the other planets flat too? Let's worry about this planet first. See? Everybody trying to jump the gun and worry about something else and worry about what's next when you ain't even figured this out yet. Why you worrying about other planets when you don't even know what's going on with this one and the one you on yet first? Think about that. How about you try and figure this out first? Scary thing I've seen. Damn. Flat. Why is it a circle still? Damn, I missed that, man. My fault. Believe the earth is flat or I will punch you in the nose. I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't come in here talking to me fucking like you don't know what the fuck time it is. If I punch you in your shit for real. No man can disagree with flat earth after researching the topic. That's my point, Chris. That's my whole point. That's why I'm waiting to see one come up that, you know what I'm saying, every time a flat earth denier comes up and talking about they did some research, as soon as I ask them how many hours of research they've done, that shit just shut it all down. They start talking about all other type of answers, the questions and shit I ain't even asked, and start answering my question with a question and all this other shit. Never coming just with them hours though. Sundials wouldn't work if the earth was flat. How many hours worth of research have you, flat earth research have you done, Lieutenant? Why you making them claims like that? Do you realize that a sundial, I believe that sundial was made when motherfuckers believed that the earth was flat. Stupid. You serious right now, Lieutenant? We will never understand anything God. Nah, that's trickery. That's that trickery they want you to believe. That it's too complicated for you to understand or some shit like that. Nah, this shit ain't that complicated for you to not understand. Man, look. Fuck it. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's type in take like one science class. Man, you don't know who the fuck you talking to. The fuck? Nah, actually prove. I'm not trying to prove shit. I'm not trying to prove shit. I'm just bringing some information out. I'm not trying to prove a damn thing to you. Who the fuck are you? For me to be trying to prove some shit too. I don't know you. Who the fuck? What was I for the type? I'm just going off of what you said. It ain't got nothing to do about me getting mad at none of that. You saying dumb shit, then I'm gonna motherfucking speak on that. Don't be saying dumb shit. Some people shouldn't be allowed to type in my stream. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that, Albie? Some people shouldn't be allowed to type in my motherfucking stream. Shut your fuck ass up, nigga. You think the earth is flat, then why does the horizon exist as a curve? Man, how can the word horizon have a curve? How can horizontal have curve in it? I should kick you out of here. Talking about saying dumb shit. Get the fuck out of my stream, bitch. You the dumb bitch, motherfucker. How the fuck a horizontal gonna be curved, bitch? Think about what you saying. Y'all motherfuckers dumb as shit. Y'all motherfuckers is really truly retarded as fuck. Like, bitch, that's an oxymoron. A curved horizon. How dumb can you be? If this shit was fucking, it would be called a curvizon, motherfucker. Horizons are flat. Horizontal lines are flat lines that go across, not curved, dummy. Horizontal and vertical. Show me where you seen a curve in any fucking thing horizontal and vertical. Them straight lines, motherfucker. Vertical line, horizontal line. Horizon. Horizon come directly up out of horizontal. How the fuck is that curving? You're stupid. Right, gold plated. Stupid motherfuckers talk about they got in an airplane and looked out the window and seen a curve in the horizon. Y'all motherfuckers dumb as hell. Just straight up liars. And I ain't flown 6 fucking times. Fuck out of here. You ain't seen no motherfucking curve in nothing. You ain't never seen no curve in nothing.
Introducing Weed Juice.
Look at this jackass.
The power of weed.
Look at this jackass right here. Look what he typed. Niggers are stupid. Horizon and horizontal are not the same thing. Even though they fucking the same. Man, alright.
9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to reality.
Dude, how can you say that? Wow, triggered much? Horizon has nothing to do with the word horizontal. Y'all are some of the stupidest people I've ever seen in my fucking life. Seriously. Seriously. And then actually use the word etymology. That's sad, boy. Damn. That's one of the saddest things I've probably seen. That's probably the saddest thing. This nigga said the word horizon and horizontal don't have shit to do with each other, and use the word etymology in the same fucking breath. Damn. This shit is a lost cause. All this shit is a lost cause. You right, Chris Creek. When you learn to control your anger, your delivery will be most effective. You right, bro. I know you right. Just block the ones with dumb comments. They're probably disinfo agents. You right. You're right, Chris. You see how they keep pulling me back in? It's hard for me. That's one of my downfalls right there, man. That's one of my cons, man. I keep getting sucked into that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I truly yearn for the day that I can control my anger, man. I want self-control so much, man. Self-control. That's sad though what dude said though, man. This nigga used the word etymology, which means that you actually do have a brain. Like you actually know some things. Cause the average dummy just ain't even using the word etymology. To even be using that word, then I mean I'm pretty sure you have to know what it means. But you clearly don't even grasp what it truly means, because how the fuck can you even say the horizon and horizontal? You know why you saying that? This nigga totally, look, this nigga totally saying fuck his own brain. This nigga right here, yeah, this nigga Metal Slug Master, so brainwashed and so gung-ho to go along with what he was taught that he willing to say fuck his own brain and go along with it. Just like a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all. I ain't even gonna name y'all names, but it's a bunch of you niggas doing that. But I don't think them other niggas that's doing that is necessarily as smart as you, because you're actually using the word etymology. These niggas I'm talking about don't even know that word. These niggas dumb. I'm talking about they scholars. Fuck, nigga. But anyway. This makes you wish Rufy was streaming. This nigga Rufy in here right now, watching my shit. Let's see this Moonlight shit, man.
What's going on, everyone? It's Jaronism, here with another video for you. The results of the Moonlight test. First, let me remind you that I am searching for the...
Hey, etymology, I see you, bro. Hey, etymology means root, people, right? The etymology of a word means like where the beginning of the root, where it came from and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's origination, right? I should look up horizon and horizontal and prove how they connected. But first, let's watch this though.
Truth, no matter where it takes me. And second, let me remind you to do your own research.
This nigga
Test
smart
things
dumb.
yourself.
This nigga
The purpose
smart
that
dumb.
I try to convey in every
Nigga,
video
I'm
I do
dumb smart.
is that there's nothing
Nigga,
wrong with
I'm
confirming
dumb smart,
things
nigga.
that we've been taught.
You
and
smart
told
dumb.
Are scientific facts. If the
Whatever
Earth
the fuck
is a
your name
rolling,
was, boy.
flying rock in space, our tests will prove it. So let's keep asking questions and demanding proof of the scientific facts that appear to be dogma. Blind belief is the worst thing we can allow. So get out there and let's prove or disprove
did you hear what he said?
mainstream dogmatic science.
Hey, did you hear what he said?
So first, my Moonlight.
Tell him again, bro.
Blind belief is the worst thing we can allow. So get out there and let's prove or disprove.
Blind belief is the worst thing we can allow. That's what
So
all
first,
y'all
my Moonlight
promoting.
test on the full moon of March 23rd started off
Y'all
with
just
my
believe in
picture
shit.
gun and two identical ceramic
Let's
plates.
do some tests around this
Also,
motherfucker.
2 books.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, the plates were both approximately 68.5 degrees Fahrenheit. The books were 70.5 degrees Fahrenheit.
Let's do some experiments
And then
around this
checked,
bitch.
just to make sure, the freezer came in at 0 approximately, and the fridge at 45 degrees. So I was feeling good. Now, quick timeout here. I'm not claiming to be a credentialed scientist. Okay? Yes, I understand there are many things potentially...
What? Boats wouldn't appear over the horizon if Earth was flat. They'd appear out of the distance. Come on, dude. They do appear out of the distance. They do appear out of the distance. Just like everything else. Convergence point. All that shit go into a convergence point. That shit just go into the horizon. Everything go out of sight. Once that shit gets so far away from you, that shit just disappear into the horizon. What you talking about? No doubt, Jay. What up?
Wrong with my setup. If you see things that are fatally wrong, well, please tell me. But little tidbits or your temperature gun is only correct plus or minus 1 degree or any other nitpicking is not needed, not wanted. So go away. Turn off the video. Go do your own experiment. Enjoy yourself. My experiment showed me the results that for now will serve as the truth until I see evidence that proves that my conclusion was wrong. I mean, is my test perfect? No. Do I trust
Come on, man, just go along with it. Fuck all the disclaimer and shit.
And you can see the full moon as I stand out on the deck.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this shit.
80% to 90% clear that night. And
this is a real scientist. This is a real scientist right here. Fuck what you heard. Fuck Galileo. Motherfucker, y'all believing in these motherfuckers y'all don't even seen, never known. You don't even know if that motherfucker's a real motherfucker or not. But you believing in that shit, motherfucker. Do you know who Galileo Galilei is and all this shit? Fuck Galileo. That wasn't even a real nigga. Talking about, do I know who Galileo is? I know who this nigga is right here. I know who this scientist, this nigga is right here doing this motherfucking shit right here, right now. No doubt, Jay. Fuck what he said. I don't give a fuck what he said about he ain't no scientist. And I ain't hear him say that either. This nigga ain't say that shit. This nigga's the real scientist, nigga. Real scientists doing the experiments. Right in front of your motherfucking face. And you know who they are. You can fucking prove it or disprove the shit. Fuck believing in some motherfucker you ain't never seen. You want to believe in that shit than to believe in a common man that's right here with you. Right standing beside you doing the shit. You would tell this nigga he lying. He right here beside you like, look, I'm motherfucking putting this thermometer in this fucking cup of water over here that's in the shade. And I'm putting one in this thermometer over here that's in the moonlight. And the motherfucker that's in the moonlight registering 5 degrees cooler than the one that's in the shade, bruh. You know what I'm saying? This shit putting out cold light and shit, whoop de whoop and shit. You ain't gonna believe this nigga. You gonna believe the NASA scientists who you don't even fucking know telling you that this moon bouncing, reflecting the sun's light off of the shit. But it's not putting off hot motherfucking, it's not putting out heat though. It ain't putting off no warm fucking tones on your ass. That moon putting that cool heat, that cool light on your ass. It ain't putting that warm light. Goofy ass nigga.
Is Jupiter, excuse me, sorry. It was to the right of the moon.
There she go, right here.
When we zoom in with our camera, you can see the moon looks very
right there,
rocky
there
and
she go.
spherical. No, that's a joke. Again, just pointing out that the moon never acts as a sphere. It never acts as a sphere would unless it was self-illuminated. For example, on the Discover Epic images of Earth that we get from 1 million miles away, there's a very clear hot spot.
Yeah, a circle and a fucking ball are two different things.
Also, the top and the bottom should be like quite shaded, but they are not. So,
hey,
for me,
and we always see the
is very
same side of the
important, and
moon.
I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end here. Now, as we zoom in to Jupiter on the right of the moon, if you look.
Hey, a circle and a motherfucking ball ain't the same thing though. Just because something is circular doesn't mean it's a ball.
Look very closely, you can see what they call the moons of Jupiter. Of course, these can't be seen with the naked eye, but with our camera, you can see them quite well. Now, a little plug for the camera that we have, if you guys are interested. And before 1,000 people make videos saying I'm doing this for money, which they will anyway, I'm recommending the.
Why didn't the rover fall off? Man, ain't nobody been to no moon, dude. You believe that shit? You believe that piece of shit made it to the moon in 1969? Go have a closer look at this thing you think made it to the moon. We'll have a better look at that thing. I'm saying, have a closer look, then come back and tell me if you really think that bullshit made it to the moon or not.
Camera I have for anyone looking for an easy-to-use point-and-shoot camera, and providing a link in the description where if someone wanted to click that link and purchase the camera, I'd make like 3%. Pretty cool, huh?
Dude doing,
if you'd rather Amazon keep the 3%, then you can just type the camera name.
That boy trying to sell cameras and shit, man. Just post the fucking shit, bro.
Gravity allows negative energy as well as positive energy configuration.
What is all of this, bro?
And you could create, for example, 2 particles.
Oh god, this nigga, what the fuck is all this?
Works great. You can find them used. What you want? Let's just say, I don't think you get.
Nah, we about to skip your video, bro.
The moon was high up in the sky, and you can actually follow where I'm at on the map. It'll appear here shortly in the lower left. And there'll be a little star to tell you where I'm at.
I guess my boy just trying to be thorough and let you know what all the tools was he used in his video.
So
and
the
shit,
plates were left outside for about 15 or 20 minutes until I started testing. I took my little temperature gun and shot the one on the deck first. And you'll see here that that one came in at about 51.5 degrees Fahrenheit. That was the plate that was in the shade, not in direct moonlight. We'll come up here to the ledge and shoot the plate that was in the moonlight, and we get about 44.
Oh, they both on the deck though. Okay. And that shit about 10
so
degrees.
already right there we see about, 6-degree temperature difference.
I thought
We're
he
now
said
shooting the
55.
side of the
50.
banister and noticing that it is significantly warmer
Hey,
than
man.
the top. So we're getting about
Damn
50
that
degrees on
shit.
the side. I come back to again.
Damn that. Go do the video. Go do it for yourself. Damn his video. Go do the challenge for yourself. Go buy you one of them motherfucking little temperature guns from Harbor Freight. They cheap. If you got local Harbor Freight. As a matter of fact, another tip for your ass. If you ever buy anything from Harbor Freight, you can Google that motherfucker 20% off coupon. You know what I'm saying? You can just Google that shit. That shit'll pop up. You know what I'm saying? 20% off one item. Always got to use that at Harbor Freight. You know what I mean? How long does a hot air balloon hold a satellite? Man, what kind of question is that, G? What type of question is that, bro? How long a hot air balloon hold up a satellite? Man, ain't no satellites, man. What I said I was about to play for y'all last. Hey, look, man. How about all of us go to Harbor Freight and try and do this experiment, and then let's come back and talk about our findings, and let's all be scientists for the day. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn y'all into scientists for the day. Go get your thing. These people ain't no better than you. Okay? You can do it with the little kiddies, right? I can do a little family experiment for everybody. Just make sure make sure wherever you put your 2 glasses of water or your 2 dishes, whatever it is, the 2 things that you use, make sure they're exactly identical. If it's 2 plates with no water on the shit, you know what I'm saying? If it's a glass, make sure they're the same type of glasses. And making sure you put the same amount of water in both of them. You know what I mean? And make sure you sit them on the same material. If you sit one in the grass, make sure you sit the other one in the grass. You know what I'm saying? But make sure one of them have shade over the top of it, so that the moonlight can't get to it. You know what I'm saying? So you need both things to be identical, besides the fact that one of them you're just going to put a cover over the top so the motherfucking moonlight can't get to it. Right? Then bam, let that shit sit for like motherfucking an hour or so, and go out there and check the hole, and then see which one is cooler. Then you doing something. That'll be your first motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, step. Then you can step up and do another something to prove, you know what I'm saying, and get your shit together, man. That's all I can tell you, fucker. I'm about to get up off this shit. I had enough for one night. What time is it, man? Yeah, say what? Damn, what it say? And full moonlight turns people into werewolves. Actually, the more you research the flat earth thing, the dumber it sounds. Oh yeah? Oh, okay. Or just get yourself a simple little telescope. Better than P1000. Yeah, I'm about to get me another telescope, man. Somebody stole my motherfucking telescope, man. Crackheads, man. Well, I bought a little telescope and shit. You know what I'm saying? We was out there looking at the moon and shit. Motherfucker done ran in the crib right quick. That was in the summertime. Motherfucker done ran in the crib. Jug. You know what I'm saying? Bitch came back outside. The whole motherfucking telescope was gone. Damn. Them crackers threw that shit in their fucking trunk and hauled up. Them bitches probably from goddamn Mount Airy somewhere, goddamn. Weird shit, man. Some crackheads stole my shit, man. Cause my homie told me when he walked up the street, the motherfuckers in the truck was like, yeah, they got the telescope. Like, yeah, can we check it out? He was like, yeah, just go down there and ask my man. He'll probably let you look into this shit. I seen the truck over there and shit. There was some crackheads. They was over there hollering at folk nine over there. You know what I'm saying? They probably peeped when we got down, went in the crib. And they was probably leaving right at the same time, you know what I'm saying? They probably was just bad timing. He probably was gonna ask me if they could look at it. But when they seen us going to crib, you know, crackhead do it, crackhead do it. You know what I'm saying? Crackhead do as crackhead does. And motherfucker was like, fuck that shit. I ain't never gonna come back around here no way. Threw that shit in the bed of the truck and stomped on the gas on that motherfucker. Old ass white Chevy truck. Never seen them bitches again. But it's all good. It was a little piece of shit ass motherfucking little telescope nigga had picked up from like the Aldi grocery store. You know they be having little shit in there. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at the moon and shit. That shit wasn't zooming in good enough anyway. I wasn't feeling that shit anyway. I probably would let the motherfucker have that shit, but I need some big shit. I need some shit I can really get up on that motherfucker with. You know what I'm saying? Or look at some more planets and some more shit. But yeah. Don't magnify moonlight. What's up with that? Now this some shit right here. This type videos I be like watching this shit. Know you magnify sunlight, what happened? Motherfucker been burning ants and bugs and burning paper and shit and leaves and shit. Hold up.
Various ways, including raising their hope that their lives can improve.
Yeah, what the fuck gonna happen if you magnify moonlight? That's crazy. This shit gonna freeze some shit.
When we are doing that, our internal light, our spirit.
Man, if the Earth is flat, why doesn't everyone fall when Earth rotates?
Is able to reach
the Earth ain't moving. Do you feel like you moving? Do you feel like you fucking moving? When you in a car and that bitch take off and that bitch move, don't you feel like, don't your body equilibrium fucking have to adjust so that you can fucking, you know what I mean? When you get on a swing or something and you swing, and don't you feel the momentum when you moving and shit? When you standing still, do you feel like anything, the ground is moving or fucking doing? We fucking standing still. This shit ain't moving. Everything else is moving. In the dome, in the firmament. Stars and shit is moving around in the same pattern, in the same circle. Everything moving in the same shit. Day in and day out.
Let me illustrate that through...
And all this can be explained, what I just said, by going and examining a flat earth model. That's all you need to do. Is look up a flat earth model, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. Because there's more than one. See? You can't just look at one flat earth model, or one flat earth map or whatever and think you got all the answers in that one thing. It don't work like that. Why are you asking me?
A demonstration with this magnifying glass. Perhaps you played with a magnifying glass on a
What?
right.
There is no flat earth model. Get out of my stream. Here, let me kick you out of here so you can go use your time instead of typing in here dumb shit and go look up what I told you to go look up. And see if you can find what you in here telling me that's not available. I'm gonna go back to my block list and take some of y'all out of here. So you can come back and let me know your findings after you go do your due diligence. But you see this fool, there is no flat earth model. Man, look. Did you hear what I told y'all? Go have a look at a flat earth model, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, and then get an idea of how this shit is working on flat earth. Alright? Because you may get something from one flat earth model that they did not show in the other flat earth model. You see what I'm saying? Some flat earth models go more in depth and explain more than some just basic generic flat earth models. Some flat earth models don't even depict the moon on the shit. Some of these, I don't know what, some people are thorough with their work and some people aren't as thorough, right? As within everything, right? You can take any motherfucking topic and then you can apply what I just said. You have some people that are very thorough with what they're doing, and then you have some people who just jackleg like a motherfucker with the shit, right? Making flat earth models not even depicting the moon and the shit. Just got the sun just going around on the shit. Still got a flat earth, but don't even have the moon on the shit. Like, why would you even make that? That's going to confuse somebody or something. I don't even see why somebody would make a flat earth model that doesn't have the moon and the fucking sun both on it. Which I've seen them with only the sun and the shit. Now, if that's not going to confuse someone or give some round earther some fucking shit to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it ain't even no moon on here. Oh, flat earthers don't even think the moon even really exists or what? Like anything, you know what I'm saying? So why would somebody even make a model like that? But, like I said, you have people that's going to, you got a mechanic that's fucking gonna do a top of the line job on your motherfucking shit, on your motor work, and then you got motherfucking shade tree mechanic just goddamn bootleg with the shit, you know what I'm saying? And barely rigging your shit up. You know what I'm saying? They both putting in some work on your motherfucking motor though. If you can follow what I just said, you have a brain, okay? Now, I would suggest that you go and do what I said. All right? Check into this shit I'm telling you about. Educate yourself on it. And then make your hypothesis. Come up with your hypothesis, right? Because until you do what I'm telling you, and if you don't do what I'm talking about, you can't form a hypothesis, right? Y'all all think y'all smart, right? Y'all all know what a hypothesis. You think you smart because you know what a hypothesis is. You stupid as fuck. Everybody know what a hypothesis mean. You're not smart because you know what the word hypothesis mean. But you would be smart if you notice that you're not forming a hypothesis without getting both sides of the evidence in the story and shit. You know what I'm saying? You just blindly just choosing a side, right? In order to form your, what's a hypothesis? Educated guess, right? Your best educated guess, right? You're not making a real educated guess if you haven't gotten evidence on both sides. Hope y'all have a good night. Happy holidays to everyone. I'm gonna be back with some more fuck shit and bullshit to present for you, because I know that's what you like to call this shit, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully by the time I come back with some more shit, you'll be done looked up some shit and checked into some shit, and will be able to come back and say, Gas, this is what I think about that shit you said. I went and looked at this and I saw that. Maybe you can even jump in the party chat and talk about it, so because there's a lot to even type out, you know what I'm saying? If you're bold enough to do that, you know what I'm saying? Which you probably are, which is fine too, you know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's all gonna be all right, man. It's all gonna be, we're gonna all be all right, man. All right, power to the people. Damn, I'm right at the 2-hour mark. Look, I wasn't even paying attention to the clock. I'm wrapping that bitch up right on the money. Right on time, man. Oh, damn, I wanted to see what this was. Hold on. I ain't even gonna check out on y'all ass like that. I'm gonna pray you become our next president. Hey, man. Eddie. Hey, man. You all right with me, Eddie? I like how you came and asked your questions and shit, and you ain't been disrespectful. I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I'll be seeing you around and shit. You know what I'm saying? You seem like a cool brother. I'm not finna leave on y'all quite yet like that. Let's find out what happens when you magnify this moonlight, though, because I'm still need to see this.
Sunny day, and been able to, by pointing it.
What is John Miller talking about? You gotta go, bro.
And adjusting the height, the distance from the object, able to get a bright bead of light on a piece of paper or a dry leaf, and you can actually start a fire with it.
Don't fall off the flat earth.
93 million miles away.
Hey man, you certainly need to go look at a flat earth model.
One day
you can't fall off flat earth, fool.
Could you magnify moonlight?
It's an ice wall, an ice ring around this motherfucker. It's like 100 feet high or some 300 feet tall. Or some shit. I don't know. This shit supposed to be. I don't know how tall it is. I don't really be paying attention to the specifics. That how tall the wall is don't matter to me. If the wall exists, matter or not. Fuck. Whether that bitch 100 feet or 300 feet, that part doesn't matter. See, some of the shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? The particulars. But does the ring exist? Then that's a big motherfucking, that matters, shit.
And there's a lesson in that.
Damn, I'm missing the fucking lesson. Hold on.
Positively impact somebody in a meaningful way.
Okay.
They've got to feel it.
Okay, hold on.
I like to contrast it with trying to help them with a wet noodle.
Wait, I gotta hear what dude. Hold on, we need to hear what dude's talking about. I need to hear this shit, man. Hold up.
Magnifying moonlight. Interesting question, isn't it? Well, I went out on a night with a
Can y'all hear that?
Full moon, and pointed the magnifying glass toward the moon, and was surprised that I could
appreciate that, bro. Yes, man. Hold on, man. Look, wait.
Moonlight.
Damn, dog. Look, thing is, I can't read y'all comments and pay attention to this nigga talking at the same time, dog. I go straight to the fire. What the fuck? Ice wall, yeah, ice wall, bro. Go have a look at the flat Earth model, right? Have a look at 2 or 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro. I be watching, man. Great stream, bro. Fuck, would appreciate that. Yes, this is your father. It's bedtime, son. Nah, bro. Man, I'm the boss, dog. What you talking about, man? My daddy dead, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. This is hilarious. It's so simple. Even a caveman can do it. Alright, look, man. I gotta hear this shit about this moonlight, man. Y'all ain't trying to hear this shit? This is what you need. This is why you need to go do research. Alright, Turtle? I can point you in the right direction. So if there is an ice wall, what's behind it? Look, okay, so go and look up this dude named Admiral Richard Byrd. Alright? I'm just point you in the right direction. He was a governmental expeditionist, right? That went to this wall and looked on the other side of it and came back and told the government. They dug and found all type of motherfucking what they call them shits? Not fossil fuels or some shit, but what they call them, natural resources and shit, coal and all this old extra shit, right? His name is Admiral Richard Byrd, B-Y-R-D. Admiral Byrd. Fuck the Richard part, okay? Go check him out. He was a young man and shit. Then he was an old ass man. He was with the government and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They got him from when he was, I guess he joined the military. Young man. They got, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Came up, went, you know what I'm saying? Went to the North Pole, went to South Pole, came back, told you motherfucker what he found. You can't trust the government, but you could at least go and see the story that they claim, though, right? We can't trust these motherfuckers. You right. They lying about all. They lying about the earth being flat, about it being round. They lying about going to the moon, right? They lying about all the shit. But you could at least still go and see. They not lying about everything, though. Well, you can't say that, though. The government ain't lying about everything. They lying about some shit for sure, but they not lying about everything. So you have to, you know what I'm saying, use the discernment and be able to just check it out. But most of all, you got to be just having an open mind and just examining everything, though. And then passing judgment on that shit after you check it out. You know what I'm saying? Check it out, though, nonetheless. Don't be passing judgment without checking some shit out thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what this moonlight shit about, though. Man, hold up. No, I'm not no sovereign citizen. Man, you don't even want me to get on no sovereign citizen shit. You don't even want me to get on the sovereign shit. Boy, y'all want some real knowledge? I can, well, this is real knowledge too. I can't deny, because the earth is truly flat, man. I done told y'all. I didn't want to believe this shit. I didn't grow up thinking the earth was flat. I just seen enough information on it because I, you know what I'm saying, went so deep into this shit. I done dug all down into the rabbit hole, which y'all afraid to do. So listen, I can change gears though and get into some more other shit that'll really fuck your mind up right now. About what? We need a web series. Hey, listen. Does anybody in here know the difference between the public and the private sector? Fuck no. I know damn well y'all don't. Man, I could really put y'all up on some real shit. I think I just might. What time is it? I think I just might, man. Hold on, I'm finna play one video for y'all. And then next time we'll go into it more deeply. But I'm gonna play one video for you after this one. Oh, boy, I got the fucking cotton mouth like a bitch. Alright. It's about time for a motherfucking musical interlude. If you're not new to my stream, you probably know how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Your internet gold. Who said that? Currency is debt. Birth certificates are LLCs. Look at Pedo Dad. What's up with his name though, dog? I didn't even pay attention to that. Pedo Dad. What's this? What is that? Come on, bro. I gotta kick you out of here. This shit's sad, man. This shit's sad, bro. Private means not on YouTube. Public means on YouTube. Oh shit. That was funny. That was funny, man. Tails said an alpha. Well, I don't know what that is. What is that? Channel X. See, I don't know everything. I know a lot though. After this, I'll Fraggle Rock on. After this, put Fraggle Rock on. Fraggle Rock. You old as hell. Well, no, birth certificates have 2 dates on them. One date of event, second date, full name is registered. 2 dates, 2 different things. Button moon. Oh, okay. That's cool. I heard you the first time. Crow. We can finish this, man. I ain't finna read the comments, man, so I can finish this. I never will if I keep reading y'all bullshit.
But I couldn't feel it.
That was a bunch of trolls typing.
And there's a lesson in that. If we're actually trying to positively impact somebody in a meaningful way, they've got to feel it. I like to contrast it with trying to help them with a wet noodle versus almost like a lightsaber, where you just therapeutically put it right into their heart. Well, magnifying moonlight, or in other words, a lesser level of light, more or less faking that you're feeling good, trying to help another, there's some good things that can come out of it, but in terms of deeply impacting that, let's don't magnify moonlight. Let's magnify the brighter source of the sun.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about? This fuck nigga wasn't talking about magnifying moonlight at all. Alright, man. I thought this nigga was finna tell me something real. Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to play that shit too. That shit about them, I meant to bring that shit to y'all about them magicians. The magicians be working with the devil. The top magicians. I used to be a magician. I used to fuck around, you know what I'm saying, doing a little magic trick and shit, whoop. I might do something for y'all one day, you know what I'm saying, on the stream. But I'm talking about these niggas like Chris Angel and most living like this nigga, what's this other nigga name? There's a lot of them, though. What the main one is that boy name? Chris Angel just as big. David Copperfield, all them big names. I got moonburn once on my head. I don't know where it at. Flat Earth Moonlight Magnification Test. What is that about? Magnified moonlight cools water 7 degrees more than shaded water. Experiment 2, Flat Earth. Why they attaching that shit to Flat Earth on all these videos? I ain't even type Flat Earth with the shit. I just... Hey, look. They finna come... Oh, look. This is another thing. They finna come out and tell the truth about Earth being flat. Soon. As soon as they come out with this New World Order shit, this one world government, because you know they about to crash the dollar also, right? Y'all know that, right? That's when they're going to tell the truth that the Earth is probably flat. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't stop it now. With the internet, and now with everybody in the technology that we have in today's times, they can't stop this flat Earth shit from coming out now. Especially with niggas like me doing shit like this. You know what I'm saying? And trying to get everybody to get up on this shit and do some experiments and just promote thought about this shit and just spreading the word. They finna have to come clean about this shit. Hey, nah, I gotta kick you out though, dude. I said that. Hold up. I'm gonna kick you out. And I don't give a fuck how much you like my channel or like how I love my swag. I know you motherfuckers love my swag. Niggas love my style on this shit. But you still getting the fuck up out of here though. With names like Pedo Dad and shit. What is that? What type of shit is that? Pedo Dad. Y'all motherfuckers some weirdos on this shit, man. Fuck out of here. You too. You too. Get your fuck ass out too, nigga. Fuck from around here. Let's get to the lesson. Now, what did I say I was gonna play? I got a lot of shit. The magician shit and how them bitches working with the devil. I seen this documentary on, it was like covering all the known top magicians from dating back all the way from motherfucking Houdini and back all the way from then all the way into today times, and showing the connection with all these motherfuckers that had this demon whispering in their ear, every single one of them. And they all was doing that motherfucking deep magic shit, like this nigga Chris Angel making coins and shit, sliding all up under his skin and shit, and cutting his wrist and popping the coin actually pop. Who saw that shit? Come on, who the fuck can actually do some type of magic? That ain't even magic at that. What type of magic is that? This fuck nigga made a quarter slide down the inside of his arm, down his forearm, and slit his wrist skin deep, and then had the fucking quarter pop the fuck out. Bitch, that ain't no motherfucking trick, bitch. What the fuck type of shit that was? I need to bring that video about that and how they working with that. They sold this motherfucking negative shit. And then what else? I need to bring my man shit on here too. Logic Before Authority. Alright, John Gimp, be easy. No, they are fighting a collapse before we can better a new age, or a golden age, or a new year cosmically, spiritually set that has to. Who's fighting a collapse? Oh. I hear you, Falcon. I see what you're saying. Falcon, oh. Look, I kick one name, this motherfucker will come back on another name. I know that's you. What the fuck your name was? Pedo Dad. Yeah, but you gotta definitely get the fuck up off that name. What's wrong with you? Yeah, they fighting the collapse. Nah, that might not even be you, man. Cause somebody even talking like you, Falcon. Nah, that ain't the same person. When nobody's even saying what you saying, talking about a new age and a spiritually and cosmically change, and they trying to stop a collapse. Nobody named Pedo. Nobody, you wouldn't name yourself Pedo, dude. Talking about that, you probably got it twisted. Yeah, I know, Falcon. That's what I just said. I know. I had to rethink that. After I read your comment, I had to rethink that. You're right. That dude, Pedo, with what you said, you would have never created a name called no damn Pedo dude and shit like that. So, yeah. Yeah, I corrected myself. I apologize. It was just that your name popped up that quick after dude. Because I think dude was typing some shit too when he first came in, so I noticed his name was Pedo. I thought he was saying something intelligent for a minute at one point. Then I think he went south. It's more like what is it, Pedo? I don't know, man, but stop fucking saying that name and all that. Don't even fucking say that shit no more. Man, fuck you. Fuck that shit.
Hello there, I'm your host Dan Rojas, and we're tracking the moon tonight. It's a full moon. We've been waiting for this moon for quite a while. I've got 8 mirrors set up along with the parabolic shape. What we're going to do is we're going to see if we can take the reflection of all the moonlight, which is what's illuminating me right now. We don't have any lights at all hooked up. This is strictly concentrated moonlight. Kind of hard to see me probably, but this is just strictly from the moon. It's pitch black out with the exception of moonlight. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all the mirrors that we have set up. We're going to take the light from the moon, bouncing off of them, and run it through a large Fresnel lens. Then we're going to concentrate it on a solar panel and see if we can get any voltage at all with it.
Damn.
It's very humid out. It's been raining for the past
scientist shit right here.
month or so, and the ground is extremely wet, so our mirrors fog up instantly. We're constantly wiping them down.
Reflect that
So we're going to see what happens.
onto a motherfucking solar panel.
All right, this is our huge parabolic shape that we have.
Nice.
I've got it lined with that Part A mirror. It's a pretty large, it's probably 40 inches by 30 inches. It's made out of fiberglass. It's a big square with a parabolic curve to it. And then here's the Fresnel lens, and you can see all the beams of light coming through there.
I'm gonna ban every last one of the names.
You can actually see the mirrors as I go across the back of the Fresnel lens.
Keep on banning. I'm gonna keep banning all of them.
You can see as I move up and down, you can see all 8 beams are coming right in. That's just strictly moonlight coming at me right now. There's nothing else to it. It's pitch black out.
Damn, I love this shit.
The moon's way over there.
Up my alley, man. I need to be doing some
That's what the ground looks like. It's pretty much what it looks like in real life right now. And those are all those mirrors that we have set up. Okay, here's a close-up of the mirrors. You can see there's one, there's another, and
y'all ain't part of no type of solution around this bitch.
It's been really hard to keep the dew off
pure
of them.
problem.
But we've got all of them focused over
solution,
our target, which is right there. There's the Fresnel lens, way, it's probably about 45 feet away. Alright, the moon's up there.
Nigga. What you talking about?
Our solar panel's there. The Fresnel lens is there. Parabolic shape is there. And all the mirrors are over here.
Real scientific experiment. All right, come on. What's the findings? What we got going? All right.
Do it again.
Off camera, bending the parabolic mirror. My boy trying to see if he can get some type of current off of this shit.
Can't tell if I'm focused. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to focus on this. I've got this set right in front of the solar panel right now, but it's too dark to see. Hold on.
Hey, this nigga is.
Let's see.
This nigga is reflecting moonlight off of a parabolic mirror. What do you mean you can't hear me? Nah, my mic ain't broken. But look, this dude reflecting moonlight off a parabolic mirror onto a solar panel trying to see if he can get some damn charge off this shit, man. Gotta love that. Gotta love that shit, though. I can appreciate that. Y'all think he gonna get a charge? Anybody think he's gonna get a charge or think he's not gonna get a charge? It does? Let me see. You. What's wrong with my mic? Is it working now? What's up with it? Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's much better now. Alright, thank you. Thanks, fellas. Alright. Oh, yeah, okay. I think he won't get a charge. But he will say that he did get a charge. Now, why would you think he would do that, though? See, I understand why you think that. You don't even have to even answer that question. I know why you think that, but it's okay. Never mind my question. Y'all know why he thinks that? Y'all know why he typed that? Y'all know why he typed that? He think dude would not gonna get a charge, but he gonna say that he did and shit, and that he gonna lie and shit. That's his own personality reflecting on his answer. Because you're a troll. Because you're a liar and a troll and you do all that dumb shit. That's why you think that's what you reflecting yourself on what you think he gonna do as far as the outcome of this shit right here. That's exactly what you're doing. But nah, this nigga is running the test and he just doing all this for all the people so he finna let us know his findings, motherfucker. He ain't on here capping and shit. Why would he do all this? Why would he do this whole experiment just to come back and lie about the results? You're dumb. Alright. People don't lie on the internet, bro. Yeah, people be lying. People be lying on the internet. Yeah, people be lying on the internet and people be telling the truth on the internet. When y'all gonna get that through y'all's minds, man? Y'all act like it's either all lies 100% or it's all truth 100% or something, man. Where do y'all live at, man? Who raised y'all, bro? The pyramids with batteries that power the sun. Big fact, bro. Pull that up and get to it. I don't know about that. I don't know no pyramids powering up no sun, man. Sun's still motherfucking doing his thing. The pyramids, that powers the sun. Nah, if anything is the other way around. The pyramids was probably receiving something from the sun, which is why they had them gold motherfucking caps up on the top of them shits. You know what I'm saying? Them gold crowns and gold, you know what I'm saying, caps, and the shit's flat on the top now. And the shits were probably, you know what I'm saying, soaking up the sunlight. I think they said the shit was like channeling down through that motherfucker or some shit or something. Solar panels don't work in Miami, y'all. Yeah, I know you got it. Alright, yeah, check it out. Let's play this shit though.
I got looking at the camera upside down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if we can get
sun been shining before them pyramids.
Hold on. Okay.
Sun shining before the pyramid, after the pyramid.
There's a solar panel.
Yeah, sun shining.
At least it's got the parabolic shape over there.
Sun and moon.
It's
moon just as important as the sun, probably,
set up
man.
so that we can see it with the light.
They lying about this shit. Them bitches the same exact size.
Okay, go ahead and
go look at a flat Earth model.
Curve it.
Flat Earth model show you the moon and the sun the same size on that video.
Go ahead and curve it.
The shit's
do it again. Do it. Hold on. Go back. Well, it looked like something, but I couldn't see it. Right there. Right there.
1 volt. Let me tell you something. If the moon was really reflecting the sun's light, it would definitely be picking up some motherfuckers, probably giving it some power though.
I think
you know it would, man. Think about that shit, bro.
To give you an idea of how wet everything is.
Man, listen.
It hasn't rained in about 10 hours.
Check this out, bro.
And
if the moon was really reflecting the sun's light, right? If you took a fucking mirror and the sun was out and you reflected the fucking sun's light off of a mirror, do you think the reflection is going to be putting the heat off or not? I'm telling you that bitch going to put heat off. Yeah. That bitch is putting heat off. You reflect that sunlight with a mirror, that bitch is putting heat off. So how come the damn moon, if it's reflecting the sunlight, ain't putting heat off on that bitch? That's how you know that shit is bullshit. Because one is a hot light and one is a cool light. We even got them kind of light bulbs and shit. You know what? The ocean. It's just artificial. It doesn't even know. Yeah, the ocean going deep. What? Yeah, the ocean going deep. They haven't even been. The deepest they've been is like, what, 7 miles down in the ocean. These motherfuckers claim to been all up on Mars and shit, but they haven't even been to the deepest part of the Earth. These motherfuckers can't go past 8 miles deep into the Earth. That's the farthest ever been dug down into the earth. It's 8 miles. Shit got so hot the motherfucking drill bits started melting. They can't get past that shit. And they haven't been no deeper than 7 miles in the ocean. Yet it's deeper though. But they done been all to Mars and every fucking where else. They haven't even figured this planet out yet. They still discovering species and shit. The deeper they go, they still discovering shit. These some bitches ain't been off this planet, man. Hey, look. What time is it, man?
It's a little flooded here. This is what we were working in earlier.
Your mirror might get a little bit.
Alright, well, we just finished the test up, and maybe we get a volt out of it. I don't even know if it was that. I did see it spike one time. We have about 30 square feet of mirrors plus a parabolic shape now.
What you mean, what makes it hot down there on the flat earth model? What makes it hot down where on the flat earth model? Just go look it up. No, we haven't gone to the moon. Yeah, and lost the directions and can't get back and shit. Yeah. They said they don't even have the motherfucking... I played a video tonight, said they didn't even have the device to play the telemetry data or whatever the fuck that shit is called. That bitch said even if we had the reels, we ain't even got the shit to play the shit on. What the fuck, man? Yeah, I played it tonight. I played it before you got in here. I'm about to play this other shit, man. Oh. High frequency radio. My brother right here, man. This nigga here. Be bringing that motherfucking knowledge for real. Y'all need to subscribe to this channel. Oh, this video right here crazy as fuck.
Whose car is it?
Oh.
Lots of people wind up in traffic.
He said he didn't get shit. He said he didn't get no, he ain't got like 1 vote. He said, or he ain't get shit. Bitch ain't throwing off no heat, man. The moon ain't throwing off no fucking heat. The shit is throwing off some coldness. Hell no, he ain't getting no motherfucking power off that shit. He said he thought that bitch jumped. I heard him say he thought it jumped to something for a second. You know what I'm saying? He was like, if that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't getting shit off that shit. Let me see it. Hey, look at this shit. This shit right here, some real shit right here. These motherfuckers, these numbers is going down. They finna miss some good shit. But they probably don't care. They ain't finna. They probably don't give a fuck about this shit. No way, man.
One time or another. Most people just pay their tickets to avoid going there in the first place.
Bring that back. Bring that back. If you don't own a car, you probably don't give a fuck about this shit. Hell, if you own one, you probably don't give a damn. But check it out.
Whose car is it? Lots of people wind up in traffic court at one time or another. Most people just pay their tickets to avoid going there in the first place. Most of the rest wind up paying no matter what their defense might be. However, an obstinate few will bring up their rights recognized by the Constitution as a part of their defense. Sometimes in relation to the actual charge, sometimes in relation to the way the court handles the case itself. My advice? Don't bother bringing up the Constitution in traffic court. Why? Because in my opinion, the Constitution is irrelevant. More than once I've heard people tell stories of exasperated judges warning the hosees appearing in that court that if they mention the Constitution one more time, they'd be found in contempt of court. How could the Constitution not be relevant in a court, you ask? Well, if the case at hand was a matter of law and it involved your property and you weren't involved in a star chamber / extortion mill proceeding, the Constitution might be relevant.
I would agree. It's not his accent. Well, I guess it is his accent, technically, but yeah, he does sound rather funny. You know what I'm saying? But never mind that. Does he? But never mind that. It's what he's saying that matters. I hope you're paying attention and learn some shit, because this is some real shit.
Unfortunately for you, traffic cases don't involve law. It doesn't involve your property, and when entering traffic court, you've stepped onto a conveyor belt designed and operated to part you from your money. The astute observer will have noticed at least two issues in that last statement that don't jive with conventional thought. Allow me to examine them in a little detail. Are you sure it's your car? The first issue is whether this traffic incident actually involves what you think is your property, your car. But are you sure it's your car? You bought the car, brand spanking new from your local dealer, and finally paid off the banknote. What a nice feeling to get that envelope in the mail with the certificate of title marked paid. Ah, it's Miller time. But before you get too comfortable and break out the potato chips, let's look at what happens over the last 48 months. When you bought the car, what did you do? You wrote a check for the down payment. When the car arrived at the dealer's lot, you wanted to drive it now, so you let the dealer title it with the state. Naturally, since you still owe a lot of money on that car, the bank got the certificate of title until you paid off the loan.
Wait.
Stop. Think about what just happened.
Wait.
What's a Federal Reserve note?
Wait.
First, you cut a down payment check to be...
Wait. This ain't the video I want to show y'all. This video is too advanced, probably for most of y'all for sure. And it's just got a lot of basically reading and listening to do. This is a deep video. If you got a car, you need to watch this fucking video. I'm not going to play this now because this isn't the video that I wanted to show y'all. But you need to subscribe to Yusuf L. And his channel name is, what the fuck did I just say? High Frequency Radio. And go and watch this video. Now, I'm going to go back to the video that I was going to play though. Which is this.
Says, so you can get the facts together. Alright, when they talk about a remedy, well, what is my remedy? He offers us the remedy. It's almost like some cult shit. So I'm going to once again go over something. Peace to the gods, peace to the gods. Yusuf L here again, back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to once again go over something that I feel that's very important. And that is for everyone to have a thorough understanding of this distinction between public and private. I did a video called Do You Really Understand the Private Side that was recently taken down by YouTube. I went back and forth with these people. There wasn't any any strikes on it where I copyright strikes or anything like that. I went back and forth with them to tell me what was wrong with the video, and they have not told me anything. They said just read our rules and so forth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what are you saying? Did I say something evil in it? That the only thing that I can think of is that it is teaching you. So when you understand what private rights are, it empowers you to a great deal. And I don't know if they viewed it as some sort of threat or something like that. But in this video, I'm not going to use any videos taken from YouTube or anything like that. I'm not going to use any foul language or anything like that. I'm just going to talk and tell you the truth.
Hey, for all my intellectuals listening to this,
or anything
you
like
in
that.
for
I'm
a
just
treat
gonna
right
talk
now.
And just tell you the truth.
I'm telling you.
And that is for you to understand the difference between public and private. Now, like I started off in the other video, I started off by giving you a quote from the Bible.
Of course not,
So I
Falcon.
think
What the
it would
fuck?
be pertinent for us to start right there first. And that is for us to start here at Mark chapter 12, verses 13 through 17.
And this dude ain't even no Bible thumper.
And this, a lot of you have heard this story before. But this story really kind of outlines the crux of everything that is
This
going on.
dude is not no Christian.
Once you understand, there's going to be a lot of religious people that don't agree with me, but that's because they're kind of like religious people. You know, they kind of look at, they like spooked out. They're into spookism. They don't really see the Bible as kind of like as a law book. They see it as some sort of esoteric belief system, something, you know, I don't know what it is, but most of them don't even read this book. And then even a few of them even go and study the book. I was going to get a Strong's Concordance and go and look up the words and see what they mean in their original languages, know the times of day. Mark was written around 63 AD. You know, Luke was written around 54. John was written around 98. You know, need to know the dates.
This nigga
of
know
these
his shit.
books,
This the
when
most
they were
thorough
written,
brother I
who they were
ever
written
met.
to, who were the people?
Not
Luke
met, but
wasn't
that I
a
ever came
disciple
across.
of Jesus. He was the sidekick of Paul. He was the physician. Paul was a self-appointed 13th apostle who claims he met Jesus on the roadside and told stories that contradicted in Acts chapter 9, Acts chapter 18, and Acts chapter 22.
Damn.
All these contradictions in the Bible and so forth. And they really don't get into the scriptures. When I say peace to the gods, they get upset.
Right.
They don't read Genesis 3:22, Psalms 82:6, or John 10:34. You know, they don't even know what's in their own book.
Nope.
They just, you know, get mad at
All
you
they know is John
for saying
3:16.
something. Or they don't know what
Yes.
the word Elohim means, or Eli.
Nope.
As in Matthew 27:46, Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani, which is being interpreted as, my God, why have you forsaken me? But these people are quick to comment and make really snide remarks on it. Let me tell you something. I've been studying scripture for 30 years. I'll be willing to go to task with anybody in any debate over scripture. I have no problem with it whatsoever. I usually don't debate or anything like that because I just know what I know. You can believe what you believe. But all of this can be verified when you're going to see when all this stuff was written, what the words mean and things like that. You can see for, you know, most of the stuff from the Bible is plagiarized from the ancient Egyptian teachings. You know, and then I got people who they come on my page and they see my Merkaba symbol that's in the corner, you know, the Merkaba, and then they start throwing threats of, oh, you're a Mason. And I'm like, 70% of y'all preachers are Masons. What are you talking about? 70% of your preachers are Masons. What are y'all? You have a Masonic Bible, you know, all this. What are y'all? I'm not a Mason.
That's for sure, Aaron.
Or anything. They got their stuff from the Egyptians. Okay, they're copying us. I'm not copying
that shit up. I'm about to blaze it up right now.
So, you know, get it right. Get your facts right. You know, we're trying to
blazing
teach
that bitch up right
something
now.
using your books.
Yeah.
So you can look in it and understand what is going on, because the principles that are being espoused in many of these religious books have their foundation in the ancient civilizations of Samaria, Babylon, Egypt, Mesopotamia, you know, all of those places.
Right.
You know, any serious researcher knows this.
They not serious researchers.
So, you know, this is just for you.
Fuck.
So watch your mouth.
Sorry.
You know, because I do come ready to battle. If that's what you want to get, you want to get at me on something like that. I'll be well. And also, if I mispronounce a word or something like that, like you've never, you know, like I have made largesse one of the most popular words in the English language right now, because so many people, they listen to a 2-hour video and they just have to let me know that I mispronounced it. Even though when I mispronounced it, I knew, but I have over 100,000 views. I'm not taking the shit down. So, okay, thank you, smart guy. I know I probably mispronounced a couple of words. I do one take. I don't do multiple takes. I do one take.
Motherfucker can't make no mistake.
And I copy these words off the document. I cut and paste. I'm not typing in all of this stuff. So if there's misspelled words or something like that, this is a lot of work. Understand that. And use some common sense.
They finna hang your fuck.
A lot of your questions will be, that's why I get upset, because I'm like, God damn, this person doesn't use common sense.
That's how I be feeling too, bro.
Because, you know, it's like, man, this person doesn't use common sense.
Really don't.
So anyway, I don't want to get off point. I do want to start here at Mark chapter 12, 13 through 17.
All right, let's get it.
And I believe that this kind of frames everything that we're doing. And it reads, and it says, and they sent unto him certain of the Pharisees and of the Herodians to catch him in his words.
Right.
And when they were come, they say unto him, Master, we know that thou art true, and carest for no man, for thou regardest not the person of men, but teachest the way of God in truth. Is it lawful to give tribute to Caesar or not? Shall we give or shall we not give? But he, knowing their hypocrisy, said unto them, Why tempt ye me? Bring me a penny, that I may see it. And they brought it. And they saith unto him, he saith unto them, Whose is the image and superscription? And they said unto him, Caesar.
Caesar, fuck it.
And Jesus answered and said unto them, Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's.
Okay.
And they marveled at him.
That meant
Now,
give Caesar what's his,
this is
and
the
give
formula.
God what's his.
These people, when they come to you, this is a word game. They're always trying to catch you up in your words. They tell you all the time, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. It doesn't say might be or anything like that. It doesn't say that you can argue your way out of something. You can present your side. Okay, they just need to corroborate some evidence against you. When they call you and tell you to come down, we need to ask you some questions, they're calling you down to try to hem you up, to get you to corroborate something because they don't have enough evidence. They need your words to convict you. They need your words. Okay, these Senate judiciary hearings and things like that, they're trying to hem somebody up based off of their words, their testimony. Did you say something under oath?
Under them depositions.
Commit perjury. Things like that. They're trying to get you at your words. They're trying to get you to say something. All right? And see, these Pharisees, they could easily be the lawyers, the attorneys, the investigators. The Herodians could be the investigators, the police force, and so forth. They're sending them at you to try to get you to trip up on your words. All right? And then right now they come at you, and they come at you, and there's like people that come, they comment in my comment section when they find out that I'm, deleting all the trolls and everything. Then they try to come with a different technique. They try to act like they're your friend or they're cool, or try to frame their question in a different way, so it's not as offensive, but it's trying to get you in a roundabout way, but it's not intelligent. See, you got to understand something. It's just like Jesus when he's going to say down there, but Jesus perceived their wickedness. You have to understand that your spirit speaks before you do.
That's right.
If you're a devil, if you come in to do devilish things, you can't hide it.
That's right. And the weed
You
be
can't
letting me know
it.
when
You might as
evil
well just be
lurks.
a
That's how I
devil
know
and
y'all
just say it
fuck
the way
ass
that you
trolls,
want to
nigga.
say it. Because a true spiritual person is going to see you
I don't
coming
care
from
about
a
you trying
mile
to say
away.
no cool
You
shit,
look
trying to
like
be cool,
an
man. I know your
ostrich
fuck ass
with
troll.
his head in the ground with your ass sticking
Looking
out.
like an
And I'm the
ostrich,
kind of person, I'm going to kick you in it every time I see it.
Just like I do. Kicking them in their ass, brother Yusuf L. Kicking them right in their
Just what
fuck
it
ass.
is. And these people,
Get your duck ass
you gotta
on,
understand,
bitch. Kicking you right in your ass.
The sheeple is the people that, they come on here and say, do everything government say do. They sheeple. They kind of like lap dogs. They like, who in their right mind would say that? You're looking and seeing what's going on with the Democrats and
telling
the
me I'm
Republicans
lying
right
and
now,
shit.
and you're looking at these people and, we should be listening to these people. Really? Right. You can't see that the left is controlled by these so-called Jews, as Jesus said in Revelations 2:9. I know the black.
No, because they don't even read the Bible out this
but they're
motherfucker.
not. They're the synagogues of Satan. And in St. John's chapter 8, where he's having a discussion with them, where they're claiming to be descendants from Abraham. And he said, if you were a descendant of Abraham, you do the works of Abraham. He said, no, I'm going to tell you who you are. You're your father, the devil. Right. He was a lie and a killer in the beginning. And that is who we're talking to, you people. All right, you promoters and everything that say, oh, y'all not sovereign and everything. You people who blaspheme against God. Right. You blaspheme against the Creator. Especially all you scary people, too. You blaspheme against the Creator by trying to convince other people that government can do whatever they want. Or there are a group of people on this planet that can do whatever they want and can't nobody else say nothing about it. Right.
Like we just some followers.
We see you. We see who you are. Okay? But this right here frames everything. It's like, he said, why tempt ye me? Why you trying to trick me? Okay, I come from God. I see these things. Y'all like peons and everything.
That's right.
And that's what it is. Like these
I
peons.
see this shit.
A peon will really
Y'all
think they're
peons
intelligent.
to me. I done told
They
y'all.
really think
Nigga.
they're intelligent.
They do.
think this. They think they are telling you something you don't already know.
Right.
They're pointing out things to you. I'm like, man, I've been doing this for 15 years.
That's what I'm trying to tell Rufio, bro. This nigga think he telling me
I heard and
everything.
seen that. If you're trying to tell me, you know, well, you know, it's really, you know, it's a corporate franchise or the Act of 1871 or it's all about contract use. I mean, you know, y'all
do this
I
shit,
heard all
Rufio.
this. What are you
Fuck
talking
wrong with
about?
you?
You know how long I've been doing this? Y'all new
Real
to the
shit.
game. I know you excited. You just found out some information.
Right.
And you want to kind of share it or show everybody how intelligent you are, but no, do it somewhere else.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
like,
You
y'all,
ain't telling
it's
me
nothing
shit.
new. I ain't seen anything new. I haven't seen nobody show me nothing new.
Right, me either, bro.
Nothing. Nothing. I can show you where I asked you to challenge one time. Bring me something. I'll show you where you got it from.
Hey, brother, you
I'll show you where you got it from. Or I'll show something older.
Hey, we
that's
got-
all
hold
about the
on.
same thing.
Hold
They
on.
got an older date on it.
Hold on.
You know, but this is what this is what people are doing out here, and it's really just tricking me.
Brother
tripping
Yusef,
me out
I try to humble
because, you know, I
myself
go
down
public
today
because it's
and
cool
told him
cat, you know,
motherfucker,
whatever. But you know, I'm like,
what I told
look,
him.
man, I'm trying real hard, you know, to remain politically correct. But anybody listening to my old shows know that I'm not like that for real.
Hey, look, I tried to humble myself down earlier and said, what? Somebody typed something in here. I said, what was that? I said, tau, beta alpha or some old other shit. Or something, said something like that. I was like, shit, I don't even know what that was. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was going to put me up on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? I'll admit I don't know some shit. I thought he was gonna school me on some shit I ain't know about or never, you know what I'm saying? He was like, that's a YouTube channel name. I was like, oh, what the fuck? You know, this motherfucker was teaching me shit. That's what I'm talking about, brother Yusef. It's just what I'm talking about. You feel me?
You know, I'm trying to, you know, convey information and give my people some information.
That's what I'm trying
and
to do.
like, you know, if I got to go to war, I'll take you to war.
You see what I'm saying?
I'll take you to war. You know, this is how I'm built. But the thing is that, you know, like, let's get back to this.
I'm built something like brother Yusef L around this bitch, man. I ain't even remember him saying none of this shit on the video when I watched this shit.
The things of the Caesar.
I'm just trying to bring y'all this public and private shit. I don't know. I'm glad he said all that shit, though.
To the Federal Reserve, they got their name on it. They can make the rules for it. They can tax it if they want to. Okay, you using a script. You supposed to be a private banker. You can make your own script. There's no law that say you can't draw up a promissory note. There's no law that say you can't grow your own damn food. There's no law that say you can't build your own damn house and stop getting mortgages and things. There's no law that says you can't be an inventor and build your own damn car, make your own weapons, and do all these different things. You're taking benefits and privileges from someone else. Okay, and they got a right to regulate that activity. Okay, this is what was meant when they said the onset of the welfare state. We live in a welfare state. Y'all think these women, they got these single parent women, they welfare recipients. Now y'all all welfare recipients.
Damn,
listen. You've forgotten how to do things for yourself.
Listen, he
and
teaching
you don't understand the difference between public and private.
But he's about to teach your ass.
That is the number one thing that there is.
We all welfare recipients and don't even know it.
The difference between public and
because
private.
we don't understand the difference between public and private. Learn something.
This is the chart that you have to understand.
Learn something.
If
y'all
you
ain't fucking with
understand
gas,
this chart,
boy.
if you were just committed to memory,
Rufio,
okay, you will be bad.
I hope you're learning this shit, Rufio.
If you study this chart before you read anything else, before you come on somebody else's blog trying to prove how smart you are, or how insightful you are, or try to give your understanding of the Constitution, or a contract law, or something like that, do you understand the demarcation line that separates public from private? Do you understand that the public law consists of constitutional law, criminal law, administrative law, tax law, public international law, and private law consists of contract law, tort law, property law, family law, and private international law? It's like I was saying in the other video, when people used to call into my show, when they ask me a question, the first thing when it comes out of their mouth, the topic, I'm making a determination in my mind, are we talking about public or private? Are we talking about public or private? That's the first thing I'm ascertaining. And then private, you know, I had this judge, he said this to me one time, I was in a foreclosure. He said, it is a shame that public people got to tell private people what to do.
Damn.
And so, you know, when you come out, you say, well, you know, some people ask me, okay, I need to know the right procedure to do. Ain't no right procedure. This ain't written down nowhere. It's an art form. You know, you got to know how to put together a process. You can use other people's processes as a template, and once you understand the principles involved in it, you make your own damn process.
That's right.
Okay, you make your own, but you start out using somebody else's process to help you gain an understanding of the process. But once you advance in your understanding, you'll clearly see, without any question, like, man, I can make up my own stuff. Why am I using this guy's stuff? As a matter of fact, you'll begin to see, man, this stuff is real simplistic. I'm a little bit more sophisticated than this guy. I'm going to make mine a little bit more sophisticated than this guy. This is a damn simpleton who grew up all of this stuff. And you might get to the point you'll start to see that. You start to say, like, man, this is not, I could do better than this. I'm real good with Adobe Photoshop and editing equipment and things. I look at some of the documents, my old documents, I look back, I'm like, man, I can do so much better than that. I look at some of the documents in one, man, I'm like, man, I could do better than that. I could have wrote that paper better than that. You know, just things like that. However, I give him props. That, you know, that was some very, very good research that was done in that particular document. But these are things you have to understand. You got to understand that also that everything descends from natural law. I don't really even understand how people are able to function without understanding natural law. You know, you have to understand the 7 principles that everything in creation rests on. You have to. That has to be your guide. That's your guide with everything. You'll see it also in the positive law, which is the man-made law. You'll see those principles. You know, I'll give you a really, really easy example. Mens rea, criminal intent. Okay, well, the first principle in natural law is mentalism. The mind is over everything. You know, they have this maxim of law saying in order for you to be guilty, the mind must be guilty. Everything descends from the mind. Okay, so these are things you have to understand the natural laws first, and then you'll see the maxims of law are reflections of the natural law. God's law. Okay, and you being a person that does not recognize that doesn't respect that, okay, well, you have to be regulated because you don't have the ability to control yourself unless you know the natural laws. How can you control yourself and you don't know the natural laws? How can you control yourself and you don't understand the simplest of things as is that heaven is inside of you, not up in the sky somewhere? Like it says in Luke 17:21. Look ye neither there nor here, but the kingdom of heaven is within you. Look at that. Letting you know that it is your thoughts that emanate outward and create your reality for you. I told you. But those who are heathens, when it says let the heathens rage, because when you come and try to tell them this, they are victims. They have a victim mentality. They are into the blame game. They want to blame other people for their problems. They want to blame government. They want to blame all these people and everything instead of taking on the responsibility, instead of taking on the crown of godhood. God meaning that you are in control of yourself. That's right. That's what a God is, anything or anyone who's in control. That's right. So when you begin to control yourself, when you start to discipline yourself, you're thinking in your mind, conditions begin to change in your life. And that is why you see them inundate the television with all this depravity, okay, with sexuality, because that diminishes your vital power. That's right. You know, all the distractions and things, fear-mongering, okay, because they're taking your power away from you. You need to turn the television off. Just cut it off. Cut it off. Stop feeding into it. You'd have to look at
and
this
learn
and
natural law and the difference between public and private around this motherfucker. Some shit that's gonna really help your ass and take control of your life.
The death and destruction that is being spread around. Only that cannot be something that is from the Creator.
Roll up.
It can't.
I'm on them mango gangs around
Hey, demons! I don't like it when you call them demons. I don't care. I don't care. You a devil. You know you a devil. Yeah. There are devils listening. Y'all Satanists, y'all out there listening to this broadcast. You know, y'all gonna probably contact YouTube, try to get me taken down or something like that. But you can't stop the truth. The only thing the truth fears is to be covered. Okay? Y'all think people gonna give up. Okay? The truth just keeps coming and coming and coming,
right.
and the light keeps coming,
right.
and it keeps shining,
That's
and
right.
it keeps shining on you. You keep hiding, you keep running like roaches, and scattering, and lying, okay, and using deception, and using every trick in the book, but it doesn't work. You got everybody thinking on the planet and everything that the end game is some new world order where the devils are going to take control. They're going to put us in warehouses and things like that, and that's just going to be it. You know, they're going to kill all the population and the elite.
He's talking to the Satanists, Aaron. He talking to your ass. Nah, not we're. You're, motherfucker. You're. He talking to your ass. He talking to the Satanists, the evil ones, yo monkey ass. I believe I'll be seeing you running around here on pure fuck shit. Just
like
purely trolling around this bitch. He talking to your ass.
People should narrowly look upon thee and consider thee saying, is this the man that made the earth shake and nations tremble? Is this him?
He finna get into the difference between public and private.
See, because my people, they gonna learn
this
this
just
right
the
here.
force story and shit. I'm glad he's saying all this shit.
What do you mean the private side is God's side? The private side, because the private side has to be God's side, because ain't no man-made law over there governing anything.
Damn, look at that.
It's contract that's governing everything. The only law that's in existence over there really is God's law, natural law. That's why it's God's side.
That's the private side.
Not because of your damn religious belief. And anybody thinks, well, why are you using the Bible? You have to give people what they want, so they'll want what you have to give. Okay, you can't talk to a kindergartner as if they're a 12th grader. See, a lot of you are into trying to prove how smart you are. You're not teachers.
Right.
You don't have no technique in trying to awaken people. Right. You don't have a process of awakening individuals. You're just here to try to show how smart you are.
Right. Fuck how smart.
You're not true teachers. Just because you're knowledgeable doesn't make you a good teacher.
Yeah, teaching around this bit.
Public and private. When you talk about the Constitution, my constitutional right, constitutional law is on the public side. Okay, it's on the public side. You have constitutional rights and you have constitutionally protected rights. Okay? Constitutionally protected rights are rights that evolve from the Creator. They're unalienable.
There you go.
Okay?
Say it right before they crucify your ass.
Rights. Okay? These are rights that you have from the onset that existed before the creation of this country. The Constitution don't give you no damn rights. It don't give you any rights. This is a trust document. Okay, it's just like some trustees. We give trustees the rights. We draw up the document for the trustees and tell the trustees what to do. We don't get no damn rights. Okay, a trust document, I don't draw up a trust to give myself rights. I draw up a trust to tell trustees what to do.
That's true. That's true. You draw up a trust to tell the trustees what to do. That's right.
You're asleep at the wheel.
Yes, sir.
These people are supposed to be doing what you tell them to do. Yep. They got a 9-to-5 damn job that can be taken away. And y'all done forgot that. You living in fear of public servants.
Yeah, that's how we live now.
You know, I had to think about this. One of the things I had to contend with a long time ago was whether or not these people can do whatever they want to do. You know, they can do whatever they want to do. And I had to sit back and contemplate that. And I said, you know, what is it that you can use against them that they would have to abide by? And the only conclusion I could come to is natural law.
Damn.
God's law. They are afraid of God. Trust me. They can talk all that talk they want to.
Listen to this shit.
Trust me. They are afraid of God's law.
This how you can win against these motherfuckers.
Their only protection against God's law is the one where you have to remain ignorant of God's law. As long as they can keep you ignorant of those laws, they are safe.
And got your ass.
Because now you don't know how to utilize the laws to your benefit because you don't know of them, first of all, and then you haven't learned how to use them, secondly.
So now you're just a victim, potentially. And gonna get
this is not some mystical mumbo jumbo. I know that's what some of you are thinking.
Yeah.
It's some mystical mumbo jumbo. And there's gonna be some people gonna make some comments behind some. You know, I raise fake profiles because fake profiles don't deserve no respect.
Damn sure don't.
People hide in the shadows. They don't deserve no respect.
You shouldn't even talk to them motherfuckers.
None.
We shouldn't even communicate with them no names.
Put
man.
a face with it.
Real shit.
Anyway,
we
I just want you to learn
life
this chart. This chart was given to me by an older gentleman. Like I told the story, I'll tell it to you once again. You know, I met this older man. He was older than me, and he had heard about me. Heard I was kind of a smart guy and knew a little bit about the law, whatever. And we used to have some daily conversations, you know, about the law and things like that. And he used to kind of like quiz me on some things, a lot of legalese and things of that nature, which I was answering pretty well. But, you know, not nothing really to impress him. He was like, he'd been doing it a lot longer than me. You know, I think I've been doing this like about 2 or 3 years at that time. And he had been doing it that.
Fuck what you grew up on. It ain't about where you came from. What you incapable of learning how to use the motherfucking keyboard? Practice makes perfect, motherfucker. Nobody want to hear them excuses and shit. You need to do more typing on that motherfucker, more practicing then. A talking snake got a real. Talking snake got a real girl to eat fruit from the magic tree. If you believe that literally happened, if you believe that story literally happened, that the snake actually talked to a woman and shit, you believe that? I mean, I guess some people do believe a talking snake actually talked to them. So, I don't know. Alright, Falcon. Take care, man. Catch you next time. Appreciate you. Nah, I'm not salty at all. I think y'all misconstrue some of the things I say, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm mad or something. I'm not mad. I mean, do I sound like I'm mad to you, man? I just gave you my opinion. You probably just didn't like what I said, so you make it something I'm salty or something. Nah. That describes the trust contract, by the way. What's that? What are you talking about right now? All I know is what I'm told. Oh, all right.
Time when I met him, about 16 or 17 years. So, you know, I was kind of like, you know, I perceive myself like a lot of you do, as like you got all this knowledge. You just think you just got all the answers.
Nah.
When you never, the mark of a person who's real swift with this is someone who always understands that they don't have all the answers.
That's right. And I know I don't.
Because the more you know, the more you see you don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The more you know, the more you'll see you don't know. If you don't know a lot, then you just think, you know, you got this myopic view of everything because it hasn't been expanded. The panorama
y'all think y'all know everything and shit.
Hasn't been brought into your space and everything because you ain't been doing it long enough. You ain't studied. 2 or 3 years ain't nothing. 5 years ain't nothing.
No.
5 years ain't nothing in this. That's not nothing. You just really just starting.
Well, I say how many hours worth of motherfucking research you done.
But that ain't nothing.
You hear him telling you 5 years worth of research and shit ain't shit.
I'm not impressed with it. I will start to kind of, me personally.
I'm just asking you how many hours worth of research you done did on some shit. You can't form no opinion if you ain't did no fucking research on nothing.
See, I've been doing this
Stop this shit, man.
Everybody knows at least the last 7 years.
Look foolish as hell, man. Stop. Don't look foolish.
Day in and day out, every day, reading and studying all of this stuff, day in and day out. Now, one day, I don't think not one day.
I want you to look like the intelligent person I believe and hope that you are.
1 page or something.
Don't be saying foolish things and shit.
That's what, you know, you're dealing with when you deal with me. It's hard to impress me. You know, I've talked to a lot of people.
Impress me too.
I've listened to a lot of individuals and tried to gauge their understanding of the Constitution, public versus private. Very few of them that I'm impressed with. because I don't think they read enough of the case law to get an understanding of it. They're not really reading the law.
Damn, this shit can
They're not really reading.
this shit can transfer right over to what I was talking
about. Always
about.
evil and trying to trick you. They telling the truth a lot of times, and a lot of times they're trying to help you. Judges be trying to help you too. You know, you see that when you start like, wow, this judge is trying to help us and everything. Everybody's not evil. It's just that they outnumbered. They outnumbered big time. They outnumbered. It's been taking, your whole system has been co-opted, been taken over.
Don't worry about no misspellings.
Okay,
Man.
been taken over. Your whole entire system has been taken over, and are working for a foreign interest. And the only thing that's going to bring it back is that
that's
the
a good point, Falcon.
And that's what a lot of these guys don't
where was
Satan's
where does Satan's story come in and all that?
And your commercial right is if you have
Adam
a right
Eve
to create
blame
an
Satan.
administrative process, you can get the facts together. All right,
Adam shouldn't even have had to blame Eve. Didn't God know all? Don't God know all? Didn't God know Eve? Didn't God know what happened? Shit.
And they'll just say to them like, okay, well, what was the remedy?
Adam shouldn't even have had to blame Eve for nothing. God, I thought already
what was the remedy?
knew what the fuck time it was.
And remedies are on an individual basis.
Yeah, good point though. That
you know, I learned that when I first read One Man Out. The end of the.
Where was Satan's side in the whole story? That never came out. Is there a book or a story where Satan had, you know what I'm saying, gave his side of what happened and why he turned on God, or what the fuck even happened with that shit, or his just story of what happened? Is that anywhere? I guess a motherfucker finna call me a devil worshiper for even wanting to even ask that motherfucking question. Ain't that a bitch? Oh shit. Click the circle, click the X, back out of the stream. Get the fuck, this nigga on some devil work. This nigga said, what's Satan's side of the story? Damn. Hell nah. I'm just saying. That's crazy. Satan was an angel, supposedly. They got kicked out for manipulating some more angels and turning his back on God and trying to pull some sneak attack shit. Some backdoor shit, you know what I'm saying? But damn. Why dude do that shit? You know what I mean? What the fuck? Let's do an explanation for this shit. You know how motherfuckers always go interview the prisoner and shit, the killer, the serial killer. They want to hear this motherfucking side of the story and shit. What the fuck was wrong with you? You know what I mean? Why you turn around on God like that, dog? What the fuck was you thinking? That's some crazy shit, right? Alright. Public versus private.
Production of what my man was talking about. He said, remedy, your remedy is going to pop out when it's right for you. It's going to pop out. You can't use somebody else's remedy. You got to find a remedy that's right for you.
I thought he was going to.
But you don't understand that because you ain't been studying long enough. And some of you are just followers, you know, just fans. Got your favorite person over here or something like that. You just fans. Y'all not really scholars of this particular information. So I'm talking to the scholars right now. When you come over here on this page, I'm talking to the scholars. I'm talking to those who are really interested in putting in the legwork and footwork and not just want to find somebody that's going to teach them how to file some damn paperwork. Study this chart. That old man, you know, he drew this up for me. And I didn't understand it at first. I didn't understand it. I just kept looking at it. And I went to my room and I pulled out a Black's Law Dictionary and started looking up all the words. I looked up public law. I looked up private law. I looked up constitutional law, criminal law, administrative law, contract law, tort law. I looked up the definition for all those words because I understood and knew that if I'm going to understand anything, the first thing I got to understand is what do the words mean? What do the words mean? If you don't know what the word means, then you don't. That's where your misunderstanding or lack thereof comes from. Your inability or your laziness to look up words and see what the word means. And also a lack of having a healthy respect for
your
the law.
Laziness to look up what a flat earth model is around this bitch, right? Fuck around this bitch, huh?
It's not written just in a haphazard way. That's how you talk on social media and things like that, like spelling you with a letter of U.
Damn, I'll be doing that shit too.
Instead of Y-O-U.
Yeah, I'm trying to stop doing
these
that
are the
bullshit.
things you're in the habit of doing.
Right, I am.
And you think that it translates over into the law. It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm
Don't write me no damn
weak-ass
message
shit.
and your grammar's not correct.
No doubt.
I'm not going to answer it. If you ain't going to take the time, they got a damn program called Grammarly. It's free. You can download it and it will check your grammar for you.
There's a time and a place for everything.
It's free. Ain't no excuse.
There's a time and place for everything. You
I'm
talk
not
like that
answering
with your
any
motherfucking buddies or whatever the
comment
fuck
where you
trying to
haven't
say.
learned how to write correctly.
Right.
If you don't know how to capitalize a damn letter at the beginning of a sentence.
Talking to Falcon. Nah, it's fucking
Anyway,
my boy just cut the video off on your ass like
public
that.
and private is where it begins. Start with this chart.
Start with the chart.
I'm going to stop right here. I'm not going to go. I'm going to make some other videos, but I just want you to stay right here.
All right.
Look at this. Look up every one of these words. And just do this every day for a week.
Over here.
Don't ask me if I found no damn UCC1. If you ask me a question underneath my videos that is unrelated to the particular video, I'm not going to answer it. I'm going to fucking erase it. If you're trying to register on my website, hundreds of people register every day. I don't know why you're having a problem registering. People register every day. I'm going to make a video on registration and put it up over there. I just don't understand what's going on. Now, I do understand what's going on. You know, some people they don't check their email. You put in a wrong email or something so you don't get the link or something like that, or you put in a fake email thinking you're going to be slick or something like that. You're not getting the link and things like that. That's why there is a verification for the email address. So you don't validate your email, then you call me, ask me why I can't access nothing, because you didn't validate your email. You're not going to access anything on the website.
I need to get on the website, man. Fuck.
So these are things, just some basic things that translate also into me understanding why you can't understand any information either. Anyway, I'm not going to just keep going on. I just kind of wanted to hit bases with y'all, let y'all know that do you really understand the privacy I got taken down? I believe it's on somebody else's YouTube page. You can YouTube it and do a search on it, and it'll pop up.
It's a good video right here. Teach you all about how you sign your motherfucking car right on over to the state when you title that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I learned about the MSO. It's funny because when I got my golf cart, and before they would give me a tag, you know what I'm saying, for my street legal golf cart, I had to get a title for the shit, right? But I had to pay $400 to get the title. Basically, I had to send this dude, I had to make this YouTube video showing that the golf cart had all of the safety requirements to be a low-speed vehicle, a LSV. And motherfucking once you did that, I had to pay dude $400, and he provided me a what they call an MSO, a manufacturer's what that bitch was, MSO. And I don't know, but look, you got to have an MSO to get a title. So even when you buy a car, a brand new car, like he said, from the dealer, the car come with an MSO that comes from the damn manufacturer, showing that they created the car. And then when you motherfucking, that MSO is the sole, showing that you the sole owner, that they created it, and it shows whoever got that MSO is the owner of the creation, not the title. Once you motherfucking send that MSO off to get a title created, and they put that bitch on that bond paper, that title paper or whatever it is, you signed that motherfucker over. You gave true ownership of that bitch to the state. That's what I just learned. nickel. This shit is deep, yo. This motherfucking shit and this scheme these folks got going on over here. People have no fucking clue what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning this shit. But this video right here, oh, this is a fucking excellent video, man. And I was able to understand it too because I got the MSO. He sent me that motherfucking I seen the shit, you know what I'm saying? MSO, I seen the little certificate shit or whatever it was. He said the MSO was the true title. When you get that mother, he said that's why that shit said certificate of title and not motherfucking title. Cause when you get that bitch up, he said that's, and you never get it back neither. He said they file that motherfucker where you never get that MSO back once you give it up. And he explained to you how they own that motherfucker and how they able to regulate it after that. And why you gotta pay the taxes and why you gotta register the car and all that shit. And why when you go to court about them traffic violations and shit, ain't no talking about nothing besides just going along with the program because you already done took part right into the motherfucking program around this bitch. I'm finna play the video, man. Fuck it. Just play.
Title until you paid off the loan. Stop. Think about what just happened. What's a Federal Reserve note? First, you cut a down payment check to be paid in Federal Reserve notes. Since I started talking about the Constitution, let's examine what Federal Reserve notes are. First, I'll tell you what they aren't. They aren't money. They may be legal tender for all debts, public and private, but they aren't money. Debts can only be paid with money.
Hey, you got money. Hey, I would imagine that my numbers definitely about to fall down because you got to have a fucking brain to follow along with this shit. You got to have a motherfucking brain.
Of the United States of America per Title 12, United States Code, subsection 152. Justice Department looks to stamp out constitutional alternatives to the Fed by Pat Shanahan. Following the Justice Department's recent announcement that it is lowering the boom on alternative money, the debate over what constitutes real currency in the United States is back in the national spotlight. The federal government is claiming paying for goods and services with Liberty dollars is a crime. However, Norfed, the producer of both redeemable currency and 1-ounce silver rounds called Liberty dollars, for the past 8 years disputes this. Norfed has recommended its system as a boost for people who are looking for an inflation-proof currency to protect their purchasing power. U.S. Mint spokeswoman Becky Bailey said the Liberty Dollar coin shares some resemblances to real money, such as the term trust in God instead of in God we trust, and the use of a torch in the design. But we don't want consumers to be fooled. Such similarities may confuse people into thinking the money is real. Supporters of backing currency with gold and silver say the federal government's verbal attack is nothing more than a hollow threat and but one more effort to move Americans' attention away from the collapsing paper dollar. So who is fooling whom? There is enough legal precedent out there which says U.S. currency should be backed by commodities. Article 1, Section 10 of the U.S. Constitution says, no state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts. It has never been repealed. The Coinage Act of 1792 defined the dollar as a measurement of gold and silver, 25.5 grains and 412.5 grains respectively, thereby setting the ratio of value at 16:1. In addition, Title 12 United States Code 152 says the terms lawful money and lawful money of the United States shall be construed to mean gold and silver coin of the United States. This is a federal law still on the books, yet no coins from the U.S. Mint have contained any silver since 1968. The production of gold coins ceased in 1933 with FDR's confiscation statutes. The first non-redeemable Federal Reserve notes were issued in 1963 without the then familiar clause in the upper left-hand corner. This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private, and is redeemable in lawful money at the United States Treasury or any Federal Reserve Bank. But lawful money was defined in Title 12 United States Code 152 above. The old redeemable notes circulated together with the new frauds or Federal Reserve accounting unit dollars, so-called by monetary realist and Republican Ron Paul, Republican in Texas, for nearly 5 years until the banks refused to redeem any paper notes for silver after June 24, 1968.
Damn.
Then the bona fide notes were gradually collected by the banks and taken out of circulation.
You heard that shit? Let's bring that back. What they say? What the dude say? Hold up. These motherfuckers brought them fraudulent bills in that had... Where the shit at? This shit says, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. That's all it says now. But before, when they first brought these papers out, and used to be able to take these motherfucking dollars that we got and go in the bank and redeem them hoes for silver and gold. And then they swapped it out. They swapped out, they took out the extra shit that they had in here and then just left what they got now. This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. But they had some other shit. Well, hold up. What he said?
Redeem any paper notes for silver after June 24, 1968. And Republican Ron Paul, Republican in Texas, for nearly 5 years until the banks refused to redeem any paper notes for silver after June 24, 1968.
Damn.
Then the bona fide notes
right
were
before the
gradually
bitches
collected
claimed
by
they
the
had went to the
banks
moon
and
shit.
taken out of circulation.
Damn, look
Silver
at that.
currently sells for over 10 frauds per ounce. The new notes, now a deceptive misnomer, as a note by legal definition, must be payable in something, claimed to be the entity rather than the receipt for the entity. And the hoax was complete. Now the government could fund itself and not have to depend upon the constitutional taxes by apportionment. After several reprintings and design changes, these are still the same Federal Reserve notes that Miss Bailey is proclaiming to be real money in 2006. Can anyone other than a government bureaucrat make such an outlandish statement with a straight face? So you didn't really pay off that loan. You merely discharged that debt with a negotiable instrument of debt Federal Reserve notes. So you didn't really pay that debt, you merely discharged it. If you really didn't pay for your car, how can you claim to own it? It was your car, sort of. The next thing you did was let the dealer title your car since you wanted to drive that new car off the lot now, not later. What exactly happens there? The dealer took the manufacturer's statement of origin, the MSO, which was the first piece of paper constituting legal evidence of ownership of the car, and gave it to the state. Think about that. Here you are, authorizing the dealer to take the only evidence of ownership associated with that car and donate it to the government. What does the state give the dealer in return for that document of ownership? They give him a certificate of title. Evidence that a title exists, but not the title itself, and not a document showing that you have the actual absolute right, title, and interest in that car. Huh? You got a piece of paper that has your name on it, their name on it, and the word owner is next to your name. You own it, right? Wrong. The certificate of title is merely evidence that a title exists. Someone in the state government has signed a document that certifies that a title exists somewhere. Hence, the document is called a certificate of title rather than a title. There are a dozen different ways to legally define ownership, but the one we're concerned with here involves the bare legal ownership in the form of a possessory right. You may have physical possession of the car, but that doesn't necessarily mean you own it the way you think of the concept of ownership. What is the true title for that car? The manufacturer's statement of origin, the MSO, an actual attested legal document prepared by the manufacturer stating that they created the car, manufactured it, and therefore own it until they sell it. The next owner can prove his true ownership of the car in law by possession of the MSO and a bill of sale.
See?
What was the document showing ownership or title of the car during the time between when the manufacturer built and owned it and the dealer sold it to you? The MSO. If the MSO is only an indication of what type of car it is, what year it was made, or other sundry descriptive information, why would the state be so concerned with receiving and retaining it?
In which they want my shit. They took my shit in order to get a title.
Why would simply showing the MSO to the state suffice?
Listen to this.
Why is the state so concerned that the certificate of title be printed on archival grade, fraud-resistant, security-featured document paper, the kind normally reserved for legal documents like stock certificates and titles to homes and land? Why do they insist on the delivery and retention of the original MSO? Why wouldn't a court-certified copy do? Or an official notice from the manufacturer? Isn't the point of the MSO to simply to show that the car that was delivered to you was new and that you own it? In fact, if you march down to a court reporter / notary public / judge with a dealer and have the reporter / authority,
which I am a notary public,
that the MSO that you hold is the original.
Y'all ain't know that I'm a notary. I'm a notary republic. I'm a notary
the original
public
MSO to you,
bitch.
and you then bring a court-certified copy of that MSO to the Department of Motor Vehicles to title it, they still won't take it. Why? Because they need the original MSO to effect a transfer of actual title to them, to the state.
Damn.
They then issue you a certificate of title, which merely evidences that a transfer took place, that an actual title does exist, and that while they hold actual title and therefore legal ownership of the car, you have bare legal possession of the car. So who was it that really owns your car? Your car goes into a trust.
Watch this.
Okay, so now the state owns your car. So what? Well, here's what. What's the first thing you let that dealer do after you got your car titled? He registered it. What's wrong with that? You have to understand how registration affects the status of property, and you have to understand the concept of trust. A trust is a situation where property is held by a legal entity for the benefit of another. The property may or may not be in the physical possession of a trustee of the trust. No matter who has physical possession of the property, it is subject to the terms of the trust. Anyone having physical possession of trust assets has a fiduciary duty to maintain or improve the assets of that trust for the benefit of whoever holds interest in the trust. The terms of a trust are its constitution. While the federal constitution involves law, the terms of a trust involves private law or contract law that will be litigated in courts of equity. Incidentally, who owns and operates the courts of equity? The same state that owns legal title to your car. Should we be surprised if the state court routinely ruled in favor of the state?
No.
What is required to create a trust? Massachusetts law is probably representative of most state laws on trust creation. In Massachusetts, there are 3 legal requirements to create a trust. Number 1, a written transfer of the property to another person containing a description of the property. Number 2, the names of at least 3 parties involved. A, creator / transferor of the trust. B, custodial trustee of the trust. C, beneficiary of the trust. And number 3, an evidencing of the creation of a trust by registration of the property. Check it out. According to the Massachusetts General Laws, Section 2, Uniform Custodial Trust Act, subsection 1852, generally, creation. A person may create a custodial trust of property by written transfer of the property to another person, evidenced by registration or by other instrument of transfer, executed in any lawful manner, naming as beneficiary an individual who may be the transferor, in which the transferee is designated in substance as custodial trustee. Page 95, emphasis added. If you read section 18.52 carefully, you'll notice 2 terms that are easily misunderstood or overlooked: person and individual. The average person wouldn't dream that the meanings of person or individual could include government, but the average person could be wrong. Both person and individual can be used to identify a legal fiction such as a corporate state government. Look them up in Black's Law Dictionary to see what I mean. Individual. Adjective. Sense 1. Existing as an indivisible entity. Sense 2. Of or relating to a single person or thing as opposed to a group. What we are concerned here with is the first sense, an indivisible entity. Entity. An organization, such as a business or a governmental unit that has a legal identity apart from its members. Notice also that the creation of the trust is evidenced by registration of the property. What did you do with that car after you gave the title to the state? You registered it. By registering the car, you effectively created a trust wherein the state owns legal title to the car and you merely retain equitable title, possession. The Uniform Custodial Trust Act continues. A person may create a custodial trust of property by a written declaration, evidenced by registration of the property or by other instrument of declaration executed in any lawful manner, describing the property and naming as beneficiary an individual other than the declarant. A registration or other declaration of trust for the sole benefit of the declarant will not constitute a custodial trust. Title to custodial trustee property will be in the custodial trustee and the beneficial interest will be in the beneficiary. Any person may augment existing custodial trust property by the addition of other property pursuant to the Act. The Uniform Custodial Act will not displace or restrict other means of creating trust. A trust whose terms do not conform to the Act may be enforceable according to its terms under other law. Notice also this section, C 201, Section 1. Transfer to statutory custodianship trustee. An adult person may, during his lifetime, transfer any property owned by him in any manner otherwise consistent with law to one or more named persons designated in substance as a statutory custodianship trustee.
How about that?
Such transfer shall be sufficient to create a trust upon the terms set forth in this chapter, as it is in effect at the date of the transfer, without any further trust instrument or designation of terms, and without appointment or qualification by any court, and shall be complete upon acceptance of the trust by the trustees or trustees manifested in any form. The trustee or trustees shall serve without giving bond or surety unless the transferor by written instrument or the probate court upon the application of any person interested in the estate of the transferor and upon good cause shown shall provide for a bond. All transfers and trusts under this chapter shall be revocable by the transferor at any time he has legal capacity by a writing signed by him and delivered to the person, or, if more than one, to any person serving as trustee. Thus it appears to me that after donating the title, the manufacturer's statement of origin, to your car, to the state, a constructive trust is created. But don't take my word for it. Look up the exact definition of constructive trust in a law dictionary. Constructive trust, an equitable remedy that a court imposes against one who has obtained property by wrongdoing. A constructive trust imposed to prevent unjust enrichment creates no fiduciary relationship.
Look at this shit.
Despite its name, it is not a trust at all. Compare resulting trust, also termed implied trust, involuntary trust, trust de suntort, trust ex delicto, trust ex mofficio, remedial trust, trust in vitam. See, trustees
trust because you don't know what the fuck to do with your own shit,
trust.
so you gave it to them because you don't know what the fuck you doing.
91 through 111.
That kind of trust. What the fuck is this shit?
10, 12,
That's basically what a constructive trust is if you didn't follow that shit.
Is the formula through which the conscience of equity finds expression. When property has been acquired in such circumstances that the holder of the legal title may not in good conscience retain the beneficial interest, equity converts him into a trustee.
Damn, you see what I told you?
T. Guggenheim Exploration Company.
I told you.
It is sometimes said that when there are sufficient grounds for imposing a constructive trust, the court constructs a trust.
Damn.
The expression is, of course, absurd. The word constructive is derived from the verb construe, not from the verb construct. The court construes the circumstances in the sense that it explains or interprets them. It does not construct them. Austin W. Scott and William F. Frackner, The Law of...
They misconstruing the bullshit. This some lame ass shit. Y'all heard that shit? Basically, since your monkey ass so dumb that you don't know what to do with your own property because you don't know the law, since you willingly signed it over to these motherfuckers, they basically saying you so dumb that they just put your shit off in the trust to hold it for you. And basically, yeah. Ain't that a bitch?
Trust, subsection 462.4, fourth
When you
edition,
register your shit, or when you send them your MSO.
You have unwittingly succumbed to the deceit of the manufacturer, dealer, and state government and transferred title, manufacturer's statement of origin, to property you supposedly own to the state or its agent. You then registered the property, which is all that is necessary to create a trust. Remember that it says, a person may create a custodial trust of property by written declaration, evidenced by registration of the property or by other instrument of declaration executed in any lawful manner, describing the property and naming as beneficiary an individual other than the declarant. Remember, the registration wouldn't constitute the creation of a trust if the document only had your name on it. See item 96 above. Usually, the title and registration application and document have A, your name, B, the name of the state and motor vehicle agency representing the state you're dealing with, and finally, C, the signature and or seal of the head of that agency. So there are the requisite number of entities or persons named on the document to create a trust. You unknowingly created the trust by transferring legal title, but not possession, equitable title, of the property to the agency head named on the certificate of title / registration. Usually this person's signature or seal is included on the document. Take a look at yours and see. The state / DMV agency names you as owner, although you have ownership in the form of bare legal possession of the car.
Yeah.
You don't have all right, title, and interest in the car, just bare legal possessions. As beneficiary to this auto trust, you are also placed in the fiduciary capacity to make sure that your car is well maintained and operated safely under the rules of the owner state. You go to court and... So what happens when you get a ticket for a defective tail light? You start whining that nobody was hurt and, under the Constitution, the common law says that there has to be an injured party and you demand the state produce the injured party. Whereupon the judge says, shut up and don't mention the Constitution again or I'll throw you in jail for contempt. You're scratching your head, but the judge is right. He's enforcing the terms of a constructive trust that you helped to create. Trusts are private contractual agreements and operate outside of the law and generally have nothing to do with the Constitution.
Damn.
I want to pause right here and once again emphasize the need to understand the difference between public and private. You have so many constitutionalists out there that promulgate.
I thought this was on the first video I showed, but this is the picture I was trying to pull up or get them to
It's
show.
all encompassing and covers everything, and it doesn't.
What's under private law and what's under public law. Yeah, look.
It's a trust document.
Because you couldn't see this on the last video because it was so small.
It has nothing to do with the private side, and contract law is on the private side. This is why you have in the Constitution it says that they cannot make any law that will infringe on the obligations of contract. So you have to understand that they are operating outside the Constitution through contracts, because contract law operates outside of the Constitution.
Damn.
As you can see, constitutional law is on the public side.
See, they working the shit out your ass and you don't even know what side you on around this bitch.
People to understand. But it's only because people do not understand the difference of public and private that they keep bringing up these constitutional arguments. It's not going to work. It's not. It demonstrates a lack of understanding of the law. Thus, your constitutional defense was irrelevant. You have a fiduciary duty to the owner's state to keep that car in tip-top shape, and you screwed up when you let the taillight burn out on the car the state had been kind enough to let you use. It doesn't matter that nobody was hurt, and the judge will toss your butt in the can if you keep bringing up the demand common law and Constitution. Onward. There's one last thing the sharper readers may have noticed. The end of C-201C Section 1 reads, all transfers and trusts under this chapter shall be revocable by the transferor at any time he has legal capacity by writing signed by him and delivered to the person, or, if more than one, to any person serving as trustee. Here's today's homework assignment. Figure out, number 1, what it means to have legal capacity. Number 2, what it is that you have to say in the writing. And number 3, to whom you have to present your legal writing. Hint, search American Jurisprudence, Volume 2. If you can learn how to revoke the transfers under the auto trust to your car, you might be able to regain legal title and real ownership to your car. There's one other tactic that might defeat the judge's silent judicial notice and presumption of trust. Let's say you return your certificate of title to the state along with your registration, utilizing the forms prescribed for that purpose. You can't very well claim that you own your car when you're holding evidence that the state owns it in your wallet. In truth, the certificate of title and registration don't prove you do own your car. They prove you don't. What if you were to then to publish a legal notice 3 times over 3 consecutive weeks in a newspaper of wide circulation in your area that looks something like this? Parties claiming interest in properties. Number 1.
You really got to do this
Dodge
shit right
Challenger.
here.
VIN number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
In order
6,
to
7,
claim
8, 9,
ownership
and
back
so
to your
forth.
shit, you
And
gotta
or
post
number
your
2,
shit 3
a
times
2018
in a weekly
Chevrolet
fucking
Camaro,
newspaper,
VIN
the
number,
main
and so
newspaper or
forth.
some
Must
shit.
state interest by March 30th,
By law.
2019.
Motherfuckers don't even know this shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, any county, news, any town, TA. According to Black's Law Dictionary, 6th edition,
You also have to
the
do
term
that to change
interest
your
means,
name. Well,
but
nah,
it's not limited
you don't
to,
got to post it in the
number
newspaper.
1,
You could,
an
though.
instrument of security by
You got to post it at the
hypothecation.
courthouse, bro.
Number 2, claim, adverse, equitable, legal, marketable. Number 3, interest, adverse, equitable, legal. 4, ownership, adverse, equitable, legal, possessory. 5,
Motherfuckers
right,
like, why you need to
adverse,
claim
equitable,
ownership
legal,
of your
possessory.
car for?
6, presumption by statute. 7, subject by trust, constructive, decent tort.
Then you won't have to pay them taxes every year, and you won't have to pay registration
8, title, adverse,
and
equitable,
get
legal,
a tag
marketable.
and get that sticker
9,
every year.
interest resulting by
And,
trust defined in
all
law,
that other shit you
private,
got to
public,
pay every year.
international, federal, general laws of the
Because
People's
you don't have to do all that shit.
Massachusetts
Everybody just
statutes.
do it because we being
10,
extorted.
subject of bankruptcy. 11, interest by
That's a
operation
whole
of
nother-
law, private,
that's a whole
public,
nother video
international,
next time.
federal, general laws of the People's Republic of Massachusetts statutes. 12, lien or encumbrance.
The right to travel
Then,
is real
if you were
around
stopped
this
for a
bitch.
ticket, what would happen if you motioned a court for a declaratory judgment stating that by virtue of no claims of interest being stated pursuant by your notice, you have absolute right, title, and interest in those properties? Do you think they'd submit evidence that they actually own your and everyone else's car to refute your claim of ownership? They might, but would they? A final notice for those annoying constitutionalists. For all those constitutionalists who have the timidity to think that they have a right to travel with their private property without first getting permission from the state, remember that the judge always takes silent judicial notice that you're driving one of the state's cars, regardless of whether the registration is current or even exists, or whether you return their certificate of title, until you regain the MSO or get their court to recognize that your car is, in fact, and in their law, yours. You're just whistling Dixie.
Damn. Pay them tickets.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you like more videos
Pay them
like this, make sure
motherfucking
you hit the
tickets.
subscribe button and hit the notification
Subscribe to
bell
Brother Yusef
at the bottom of the screen
and
so you
High
get
Frequency
more
Radio.
in-depth information.
Hope y'all enjoyed the
only here,
stream.
right on
I'm gonna be back next time with some more bullshit to present for your ass. Happy holidays. Have a good night.